All right, let's go.
Let's go! Hello.
Let's go!
Welcome to the Ranksters, episode number 17. I'm Adrian. Gore's here. Kyle's here.
Yeah.
David's here. We're all here. We're not doing this live. We're not doing it live this time. By the time you listen to this, someone
We'll be dead.
Yeah. There's gonna be
We'll be dead.
there might be chaos, so if that's going on, hope we bring you not chaos. We're doing console launches this week. By the way, Ranks is our tier making show. We go on tiermaker. We find a list. We make it. Sometimes we make it actually, but sometimes we just find random ones.
Sometimes we make tears.
Sometimes we make tears. Some people cry or yell or do all that good stuff. Anyway, we're doing console launches in honor of next week being next gen week. We're gonna go through and rank some of these games video game launch lineups, I should say.
Well, really, we're ranking the launch lineups.
Yeah.
So the launches can blow us. We don't give a shit about that.
Maybe we'll do something like
I
that
don't care how good
eventually.
the console was.
I do want to do E3s eventually.
Yeah, okay. I don't care how good the.
So, if you like this, give us a like. Shout us out. BRP at bluerupees.com too. If you have any cool lists that you want us to try out, we'll look at them. Anyway, let's just jump into it. So Kyle's gonna be reading off the list of the actual launch lineups here. So let's start off with the Game Boy, Kyle.
All right, the original Game Boy, and we're gonna go off of US launch. What I'm gonna do is just very, nicely go over all the games, and then we're gonna.
Okay, what came out, fucker?
Talk about it. US launch for Game Boy, July 31st, 1989. Alleyway, Baseball, Super Mario Land, Tennis, and Tetris.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right,
All right,
Tetris.
that's
Tetris is the
pretty
big
good.
one there.
No, fuck that.
Alleyway. Fuck that.
Alleyway, bitch.
Yeah. What kind of genre is Alleyway?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
It's Breakout. It's basically Breakout.
Oh yeah, I had that then. Wait, I might actually have that still.
You have a sealed copy of it right above your computer. Oh,
I
yeah,
have
it's
a
right
sealed
here.
copy of it. Yeah, it's right there.
How much does a sealed
Graded.
copy of Alleyway go for? I'm gonna check that out right now. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Let's
go
see
ahead, keep
how much
talking.
a sealed copy for everything. All right, well, Tetris is the main one there. Even though Super Mario Land is great, new Mario game. Come on, even though Mario wasn't like huge at the time. I mean, it was, but
That fat
like
owner
that.
stole consoles. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, and Tetris wasn't huge at the time too. So
$40 for a
Well,
brand new
I don't think
copy.
any game was huge back then.
Wow.
$40 for Alleyway. Go buy it. That's cheaper than
So-
it probably was back then.
So your choices, I like to have a nice choice, a nice variety in my launch lineup. So having two sports games I don't care about it's not great. But Super Mario Land, new Mario game specifically for Game Boy, even if it's like fucking 30 minutes long or whatever. I mean, that's still exciting. New
Most Mario
game.
games are short.
That's true. And Tetris, I mean, some people still swear by Tetris on Game Boy.
Oh yeah,
so
that's the best version.
possibly
Even the best
The original
version,
Tetris? Ain't the
You've
NES
already-
version, that's for sure.
And honestly, Tetris has such a staying power. It was one of the best-selling games in the world for a reason. And it's just simple, it's fun, it's addictive, and what better game to be on the go with than fucking Tetris? That fucking all-star fucking launch game right there. And Super Mario Land, not one of the best Super Mario games, but still a pretty good entry for handheld. I'd actually put the lineup for this at A. I think it's a really damn good, not quite S tier, but really good fucking launch lineup.
I definitely don't think it's A, bro. I mean, two good games. I think that's a solid launch lineup. Two good games. That is good. But
How do you know? Alleyway might have been great. Baseball might have been great
Alleyway
for the time.
seems
All these games might have been great for the time. You don't know.
Well, I'm sports games. That's gonna.
Well, Alleyway's not a sports game. It's a breakout.
I know
game.
it's an arcadey sort of game, but
I think especially for the time, Tetris is fucking crazy actually.
Well, Tetris wasn't big at the time, though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking at it because I don't know, can we look? Are we looking at it
No one bought
retrospectively?
Oh man, they got Tetris. What the
We're
fuck?
looking at it retrospectively then.
yeah.
I'm thinking still at the time of what you're getting.
I'm going back and forth because I like the idea of keeping in perspective of then, but shit doesn't exist in a vacuum either. So we got to look at it also from today. But still, looking at it from today, Tetris is fucking as a for certain individual, I'd say fucking Kino. That is a fantastic fucking game all around. There's no real bad version of it, and how that be a launch
there is.
title for your on-the-go fucking portable.
And that's a pretty
You know,
beefy.
There's
There's a
plenty
good
of bad Tetris games.
there's a good chunk of them too. How many titles total was that?
5.
Oh, I know
Five
more.
and
Oh,
No.
Boy, you fucking blanked out. Two sports
Two of
games,
them- two of them
Alleyway,
are
and then
sports.
Mario and fucking Tetris.
But here's the thing, like I think this is an example
good
where
one.
the quality overruns the quantity. Did it have a lot of launch games? No. But damn, you got 2 pretty good fucking hitters in that launch lineup.
Two must-haves. I'll give you that, but I mean, I think they're better launch lineups. I'm just
Well,
gonna say
This
that.
is also back in 1989. Like, I don't think most consoles needed much.
Well,
honestly.
there are some that had a lot of games actually.
Yeah, I'm sure because it took like 2 weeks to program some of them. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these older consoles didn't need much, as we could see with the N64 later on.
Mhm.
Yeah, that console didn't need much at all for
Yeah,
fucking
well, it didn't have
games.
much. Didn't have much. Didn't need much. And look, when you have a lot, you got the Vita, which didn't have much. Like right after the fucking launch of that. So
I mean, we're still getting
I'll
indie
say
games
I'll
to
say
this
a
day,
B. I'll say a B.
I think it's A for
Yeah.
me. Just Tetris alone is kind of huge.
I'd say a B.
Yeah,
But like,
I mean,
man,
Tetris is cool. But
I want to have a bunch of games to play. That's my thing. I want to have just a ton of stuff to play, man. I mean,
I
2 great games, but
Dude, I feel like
once you're
back-
gonna be really quick.
back then, if I had Tetris and a Game Boy and like just experienced that for the first time, I feel like I would have been nothing. I would have played nothing else. Even if there were other games, I would have played nothing else besides Tetris for a while. That's how I am with some puzzle games like that.
Maybe.
yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Okay, so
B,
2
A,
B's, an
what are
A.
you doing?
What about David?
I'm an A.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are an A.
You're an A in my heart, David.
I look they made up. All right, DS.
All right,
Yeah,
Nintendo
that's weird,
Nintendo DS launch
They're like-
date. Huh?
Bunch of shit games. It's just so
What?
many shitty games.
See, this is exactly what Kyle wants. He wants a lot of games to play.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead. Talk.
yeah.
A
All
bunch
right,
of shit. Sprung,
November-
Ping Pals, all my favorites. Go ahead.
November 21st, 2004. Asphalt Urban GT.
Which is a
Feel the
shitty game.
Magic. Feel
Great
the
game.
Magic
Feel
X.
the Magic is fun.
Yeah.
Feel the Magic XY/XX.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't read that.
Madden NFL 2005.
I'm sure it was shit.
Metroid Prime Hunters the demo.
The demo, yeah, that
The
came with
demo.
the DS. So
Right.
and
Retro
you can get
500
it for free at GameStop.
demo.
Like, I'm pretty sure you could get it free at GameStops. So I
Really.
pre-ordered it. Yeah, good.
Spider-Man 2.
Which was actually not bad, but it was just like a 2D game.
Right. Super Mario 64 DS.
Yeah.
And the Herbs Sims in the
Sims in the
City.
City. Oh yeah, man. game.
So, man, a remake of a game and a demo. As
Well, you didn't say Ping Pals and Sprung.
But according to this list, that's not that.
Pretty
That
sure
doesn't
they
count.
were.
Who? Spring hasn't sprung? What?
I'm just gonna leave
Thanks.
that one.
I don't
All
get
right.
Well, he didn't ask a question. He just said something stupid, so I just left it be.
I don't know what game you asked.
I said Sprung like 5 fucking times.
I've never heard of that game.
Whatever. We talked about
That's
yesterday.
fucking
but
Sprung.
Maybe it was right after launch, but it was supposed to be a launch title.
Okay, so I mean, Super Mario 64 DS is about like the only like genuinely like meaty
Well,
game.
Herbs is really good. You just didn't play it.
Well, not for I don't know about DS. Here's the thing: like a lot of these are like console games that I'd rather play on a console.
No, Herbs is a Sims game. I want to take it on the go.
Do you though?
Yeah,
Was the Herbs even that great in the first place?
yeah, it was all right.
It was all right.
It was like an edgier Sims.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna be honest, bros. This is not
Mr.
a
Driller's
great
kinda
launch
neat.
lineup. Mr. Drill isn't on here though.
Yeah, see, like I don't know.
What?
Where's this list from?
I'm pretty sure Mr. Driller was on there.
Is this DSware or something?
No,
No, I'm looking at a couple websites that say that Namco launched with Mr. Driller.
Interessante.
Huh?
Interesting. No, Mr. Driller came out a week after the launch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This
it
is
came out
this is
for
launch
Japanese
day.
launch.
That's
This
weird.
is
European
launch
launch,
fucking
but-
day. All right. I think this list is pretty legit.
All right.
So, yeah, like I said, one good game, I guess, which was a remake.
Herbs.
Yeah, Herbs. Not a very exciting launch. I mean, not a whole lot of stuff that really utilized the dual screens.
Feeling Magic was a good game.
Was it? I don't know what the fuck
It's
that
just
is.
mini games and shows.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay.
Gray makes
All right.
Foreskin on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Game's
Huh.
so good. The Mega 64 skit. Go watch it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I actually just got Mario 64 DS this last week because since I beat Mario 64 on 3D All Stars, I kind of want to play it. Man, that game is having a run button is literally the worst. Literally the fucking worst. I can't handle that.
Mario's DS?
Yeah.
You didn't play a lot of DS games back then, did you?
Mm,
Good.
no.
I don't remember that being a bother.
Especially just having to actually like hold down that button while you're just doing regular stuff on 3D All Stars that you just or just regular Mario 64 you just tilt the stick on. Man, I hate it. But with that said, I'm sure the idea of having Mario 64 like on the go was like,
It was a better looking version too.
Yeah, it is a better looking version. I think.
Updated, had fun multiplayer. If you had friends to play with,
had mini
which you
games
held
that
in.
were kind of neat.
Can do his little stupid facial reactions as much as you want, but it was a better looking game.
Lower resolution.
Yeah, that's not the
I mean,
fucking game.
that's fine.
But
But
lower resolution, but it still look better. That's pretty.
and then
impressive.
Phil the Magic is the only other one that I would vouch for being cool. But I mean, it's not like a heavy hitter one that I'd be like going up to bat for.
No, it sucked. It wasn't a good launch. You had a fucking port. No one liked it. Everybody hates it.
And a
Fucking-
demo.
And a fucking demo and a goddamn party game. All right, nobody liked it. It was a C.
Yeah, that's all I was
It
about to
was
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it as C as well.
All right, GBA.
All right. Game Boy Advance. North American launch, June 11th, 2001. We got Army Men Advance. Castlevania Circle of the Moon.
Hey, I got a sealed copy of that.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, right here.
Holy crap.
Open it right now, live unboxing.
When the hell?
Hey,
did you
what's
do
up,
that?
everyone? Here to do another 15-year
Hey.
unboxing.
What's up, everyone? About to devalue my fucking game for no reason.
Oh man. We got Choo Choo Rocket,
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim,
Yep. Groovy.
Fire Pro Wrestling,
Hell yeah.
I didn't play that one. I heard it's good though.
GT Advanced Championship Racing,
Okay.
Iridian 3D,
Oh, that was a good. I didn't know it was a launch title. That's actually kind of a cool game because it actually uses 3D. It uses the same thing that the SNES did. What was it called? To make 3D.
Mode
The FX chip.
I think it was the same thing, or it was like the same concept. It was
Okay.
cool. It wasn't a very good game, but it looked cool.
Really quick, what are the last two? Because I'm getting derailed a little bit. Well, just read a list, read a list, and then we'll just read it all the way one more time again, just because we were talking about each game.
I don't know why that would derail you.
I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep them all
I'm
intact.
describing each game.
No, I know, but I'm trying to remember them all. Like, kind of get a visual of them all together.
Why don't you just open the fucking list?
Yeah. Just follow me.
I can't because it's not work. Never mind. All right, whatever. Go.
All right, go ahead. Read the fucking thing again.
All right. Army Men Advance, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Choo Choo Rocket, Earthworm Jim, Fire Pro Wrestling, GT Advanced Championship Racing, Iridian 3D, Konami Crazy Racers,
Ooh.
Namco Museum, Pinobi Wings of Adventure,
Oh yeah,
Pitfall The Mayan Adventure,
yeah.
Rayman Advance, Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2, Super Dodgeball Advance, Super Mario Advance, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
What a shit launch.
Really?
That was a really good launch.
I think that's way better than
You are
DS.
fucking
That was
wild. dude.
really
That is a
good, actually.
Fantastic lineup.
That doesn't
That
sound
is-
right to me.
The pro skater games on GBA are actually really good.
Yeah.
I played the
Super
one
Mario
on Game
Advance,
Boy, so I wasn't feeling it.
Castlevania Circle of the Moon is a really good Castlevania game. Earthworm Jim is a great port. Choo Choo
Mhm.
Rocket I didn't play, but I heard it was a good port.
Fire Pro Wrestling is fantastic. God
Sure,
damn.
I've heard those games are great. Super Mario Advance is good.
Yeah, it's just Super
a lot
Mario
of ports, but you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Castlevania is a new game. That's a new game.
Yeah, and that's
a great
like
one too.
that's definitely the standout one. And there's some good port stuff too. You know.
Yeah, Super Dodgeball Advance. Come on.
It's cool to finally have a Game Boy worth owning and playing.
Yeah, Namco Museum too. Come on, man. You can play all the classics.
Cool. Play Pac-Man, bro.
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
Yeah. So I don't know what you're smoking. I think this
good.
is the best. This is the best launch lineup so far. If I'm honest,
Easily,
I mean,
yeah.
I'd still give it a B, but I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would give it a B.
Oh, I'd give that a high. Yeah, I'd say that's better than the Game Boy Regulars lineup.
Damn, Adrian, you thought we were gonna agree with you?
No, I don't see anything of note to me personally on here.
Castlevania and Mario fucked up.
I can't speak in Castlevania because I've never seen what that one was. And Mario Advance, yeah, but same thing as the Game Boy. It's like, yeah, it's good, but I'm not gonna carry it on there.
Well, it's just the same game.
Well,
it's not like a 1 hour version of.
I throw it on a B. That's fine.
You say it was shit.
Yeah. I wasn't really thinking of Castlevania, which I'll give it a little bit higher for, but I don't see, besides Castlevania and Mario, I don't really vouch for any of those.
Again, this isn't like a scientific list. Like, we're just giving our initial reaction to what these games are. You know, I feel like if there's at least
scientific,
if there's like one or two like really must play games, then I think that's a decent launch lineup.
Okay, so what was that? It was B, and then you guys all had A.
I said B.
I said B.
Oh,
I said A.
Hell yeah!
All right. The Nintendo Wii, November 19th. November 19th, 2006. A lot of games. So.
A lot of shitty games.
All right, here we go, bros. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Shit.
Call of Duty 3.
The worst version.
Cars.
Movie.
Budokai. Dragon Ball Z.
Can I interrupt you really quick? Are we counting digital games as launch lineup?
I think we should.
Yeah, we should, but for some reason it doesn't count here. So if you
I see it down there. I see Virtual Console if you just scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I have it if you want me to read it after.
Yeah. Okay, so Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
That was a good version of that game. I don't play a little bit of it, but I played a lot of the PS2 version.
Excite Truck.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That game was basically
like a Power Stone game.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. I don't know about the Wii version.
I like it. Like there's a GT game here.
Yeah, GT Pro Series.
Just like the GBA, man.
Happy
Feet. The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
The worst version of that game.
Yes. Madden NFL 07. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Monster 4x4 World Circuit.
Sure, that's great.
Need for Speed Carbon.
Yeah.
Rampage Total Destruction.
Just worse looking versions of games you could get cheaper.
Rayman Raving Rabbids. Red Steel.
Kino.
Kino.
I fucking love that.
You're dumb as hell, bro.
The multiplayer actually goes hard, dude.
Yeah, it does. Because you can't fucking control the game. That's why it's hard.
You might be thinking of Red Steel 2.
No,
yeah,
I'll tell my story about Red Steel in a second anyway. But continue.
Okay.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Creature from the Krusty Krab, everyone's favorite. Got a remake recently.
Kino. Yeah, Creature for the Battle of Bikini Bottom. Or
Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz.
Also got a remake recently.
Yeah. Without motion controls.
Yeah, thank God.
Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam.
Also got a remake.
Trauma Center Second Opinion.
Yes, based on the show ER. People don't know that.
Bundled with the Wii console, Wii Sports.
Wii Sports. All right, do you want to hear all the great fucking Virtual Console games?
Yeah,
let's hear it.
I'm sure you've heard a lot of these before because nothing's here that's new. You got Altered Beast, which is a shitty game. I don't care what anybody says.
I will fight you, fucking nerd. Altered Beast is
all right.
It's terrible. Donkey Kong, that's a good game. F-Zero, these are all the original games. Mario Bros. Pinball, SimCity on SNES, I assume.
Yeah.
Soccer, Solomon's Key, Sonic the Hedgehog, which is funny. Super Mario 64, which is cool. The original Legend of Zelda and Wario's Woods.
Now, remember at the beginning, we're like, these games are like stuff that we see constantly, but this was cool to have, I think, at the launch. Like all this
you
stuff.
had to pay what, $6 each or some shit?
Yeah, $5 for NES games, and then SNES games were $8. So this was super cool to have at launch. Genesis was, I want to say, $6. So
make them know that they're not as valuable as SNES.
So yeah, no, those were cool. I think for like the beginning of us, because Nintendo just regurgitates those titles over and over again. The beginning of what that was, I think that was cool. Red Steel, I would just say is that I had all my friends that were getting Wii's at launch. They were talking that game up so much, and I was the one that was like saying, I was like, that game looks like shit. They're like, no man, it's gonna be fucking cool, and I'm like, no. And the multiplayer is fun to mess around with, and like now, just because like it's not good. That it's so not good. It's good, but I wouldn't vouch for that game. Excite Truck's a lot of fun, but it's very basic.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Twilight Princess, as someone that was my first Zelda game actually, and being at the Wii launch, I know now the waggle is annoying, but the waggle at the Wii launch was not an issue for me whatsoever. It was a good game for me, because I mean the Wii launch
it looked better on GameCube also. That was another reason.
Sure,
to get it
but
for GameCube.
like I mean at the Wii launch, everyone was kind of using the Wii remote as if it had Wii Motion Plus, where everyone's like taking these big swings and stuff like that. So I mean, like to me, it didn't really matter. But after like 6 months, when the novelty factor and you realize, I can just twist my hand a little bit and it works, then that's fine. Call of Duty 3 is like 3 triangles on the Wii.
It's like 4.
Yeah, that game looks like actual garbage.
4. It looks like a PS1 game. Like,
it looks so shitty.
It's not the worst looking game on the Wii.
It looks so garbage though.
But that was compared to the 360 version, it was a
stinky duty.
Trauma Center.
Night and day, that's for sure.
Trauma Center is a game that I keep wanting to grab the games for, and I've heard that one isn't bad. And then Wii Sports.
I love Trauma Center.
And Wii Sports is
the DS versions are better.
Trauma's I play on DS because the fucking Wii controls are like it's like playing it with like some severe shakes the entire time, so it's just like so bad and like trying to stitch somebody up and shit.
And before I get to so really quick, just sidetrack. The Japanese launched with WarioWare Smooth Moves, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
that's a decent game. That would have bumped it up.
Can't count that though.
Yeah. Let's see. Rayman Raving Rabbids. That was my second, because I had Wii Sports and I had Raving Rabbids to work off of until Christmas when I got Twilight Princess.
Raving Rabbids sucks.
Raven, it wasn't, especially when I play
Wii Sports is 100 times better.
Yes. Now in before again, like in the
and less annoying.
If you bring it back to perspective of the launch lineup before. Party games just fucking swung their big dick on the Wii and said, all right, we're going to make every game a party game. Rayman Raving Rabbids actually wasn't bad, I think. It wasn't great, but it was good, I think, for the time that launch and what I was seeing. Sure. It was cute to play. Again, like Kyle, you were 3.
Dude, I remember playing that game around the time the Wii came out, and everyone was like, hey, let's play Wii Bowling instead.
Wii Bowling is...
My dad and my uncle still play Wii.
Yeah, Wii Bowling is great. I would.
And when I say they still play Wii, I mean they only play sports. Wii Sports.
Yeah, so I mean,
they ain't playing Twilight Princess.
If Wii Sports was not here, I'd say it was a pretty lame lineup for sure. I mean,
Twilight Princess is great. It's probably my favorite Zelda game, but the better version came out a month later, and I had to wait an extra month because I didn't get the Wii. As a kid, I didn't give a shit about the Wii. Until like a year later.
Interesting.
Because Twilight Princess I was looking forward to, but I was just like, ooh, it's coming to GameCube though. That's what I played Wind Waker on. So I was like, all right, I'm good. And I just played Wind Waker recently after they announced that because I didn't play it when it first came out. So it was like, oh man, I'm in for Zelda, baby. It's coming to GameCube. And then I had to wait a whole like month. It was like right a week before Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? So I had to wait until Christmas.
The Wii is my first launch console. I remember I waited like me and my best friend in high school waited like 17 hours outside of a Best Buy in like November. That was wild. But it was a lot of fun. And yeah, no, so especially when you add the because I hadn't played a lot of the retro stuff. So like getting to play the original Zelda for the first time actually was something I played a lot of. SimCity I played a lot of. Actually, the SNES game for SimCity is actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, it is. I played it.
Yeah, and
actually I have a copy of that stuff.
And Wii Sports is something you could play, especially at launch. That was so much fun. That was something you could play forever, and you just have all your friends hang out with.
Too bad the Switch couldn't have a Wii Sports game.
And like I said, for my first Zelda game being Twilight Princess, and me not caring about the waggle, I actually loved it. I had a really good time with that. Yeah. And I think though too.
I didn't play it until I didn't play the Wii version until like a couple years later, and it was just like.
No, that's fair. Like, yeah, going back,
I'd rather use the controller. Yeah, and when it came to Wii U, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, no. At this point now, it's either GameCube or Wii U that I'd play for it, or Switch probably sometime next year. Yeah.
Hey, I'd be down. You know, that's the thing. I didn't like the waggle in Twilight Princess, but I thought it was great in Skyward Sword because they had the Wii.
Well, it wasn't waggle at that point. It
actually felt like no, it was fucking actually like you move 1-to-1 with the fucking arm. It was like perfect. Where like Twilight Princess, it was like just do a little of this.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, without this is definitely carried by Wii Sports, I'd say.
I give it only a C. I think there's too much shit on there. Like, no, because there's like 3 good games and then 20 shitty games. I'm sorry, you gotta balance that. And there's 3. Excite Truck is fun. Twilight Princess is a great game, but it's better on GameCube. And what was the other one? I don't even remember. Wii Sports is a great time.
Oh, and also Banana Blitz is where the series started falling off.
Yeah, it's terrible on the Wii. That's my least favorite Monkey Ball game that I played. I've only played 3.
Dude, that game's so fucking dude. The creator of the guy who created Monkey Ball made that game so he would stop being able to make Monkey Ball. See, he started.
He went on to do Yakuza.
I remember being really
beautiful man.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He did Yakuza after that game.
Yeah, who cares? Oh, who cares then? He should stick with Monkey Ball.
I wouldn't say C.
There's too many shitty games for me not to say that. I can't see it just because you bought a couple of good games doesn't. We have to look at the entire launch lineup, and I go name Avatar: The Last Airbender, Call of Duty 3, Cars, fucking Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Happy Feet, Madden is probably shit. Marvel Ultimate Alliance I know is shit. It just looks horrible.
Was Need for Speed Carbon? I heard that was all right.
I'm not on Wii. Maybe it's okay. But it was like a year after it came out. You might as well just get it on 360.
Yeah.
Downhill
Jam wasn't good.
I gotta assure you, Monster 4x4 is shit. I know Rampage Total Destruction was shit. I played that. SpongeBob, I'm sure was bad. We didn't like Banana Blitz. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam was actually okay. Trauma Center just played on the DS because it has terrible motion controls. It's just like it's just a lot of gimmicks here. I don't like Raven and Raving Rabbids too, so like I can't give anything above a C. Honestly, I should probably give it lower because there's a lot of shit here.
That's funny. I think you and Kyle go opposite on that. Where Kyle's okay with larger.
I'm okay with a larger one. That's why I think like there's gonna be one that's we won't be talking about for another 5 hours, but. Like there's one that I think that has a huge lineup, and I think it's a lot of really good games for the most part. A couple of stinkers, but for the most part, the good outweighs the bad. Where the Wii is not the case.
I would agree.
And also, those games look like fucking trash. Like at the time, they look like trash. Most of them. Besides Twilight Princess, that looked good.
Sure. And I could see a C being arguable, but for me, I think even just the fact of having retro games, I have not been able to play for the whole last gen coming back forward. Was so cool to me. And then this is just launch titles, nothing else. And we're talking about the console, I'd argue like the UI was super fun to mess with and all that stuff, but we're not talking about that. I'll put it in B though.
Give it wherever you want, I don't give a shit.
I think man, like when a launch game defines your entire console, like with Wii Sports, I mean, I have to give it some fucking props, you know. I mean, like, goddamn.
Because when the rest of your lineup is so shit, the pack-in game is your best
title. After the final,
the pack-in game is the one that really.
But that
fucking.
That's
Hey, it's a good packing game, but I mean, that doesn't. I don't know how that's possible.
No, I gotta go with Chris on this one. This is one of those things that this is what I was saying with the Game Boy original is, man, fucking quality over quantity. Wii has a lot of fucking games that launch that, congratulations. If that is the only way you can play those games,
well,
you're
here's the
in
thing
for at least
is
still a decent time.
exactly because
But-
that's kind of the Wii problem it had the entire lifespan is it had a lot of games. Oh, you had to
No,
dig through
it
that.
gave you a nice look at the future of the Wii.
Yeah.
The first day it came out, 30 terrible games and then a couple good ones. So
Yeah.
it's just like
You have a
you
whole
want
lot. Hold on.
You want terrible ports that look fucking ugly of games that already sucked? What is this guy doing?
Do you have a whole ass coffee pot in your fucking?
Yeah, man. He knows this shit's gonna take a long time.
All right.
I didn't realize we were doing
Copious
every
about
single
the
launch
coffee all
ever.
day.
I didn't realize we were gonna do every single launch ever. So I thought we were only gonna do like the last like 20 years of consoles.
Well, some of these we're gonna start. We're not gonna really discuss too much, like the
Yeah. Like what the fuck is right after the 3DS? I can't even tell.
The
Is that
Sega
Sega
CD.
CD?
Sega CD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sega CD.
Besides the couple games I
Good
played
there.
way after the Sega CD,
Sure.
like like Night Trap.
Anyways, I agree with Chris.
I don't even know if
Low
that was a
fucking
launch.
C. Low
Yeah,
fucking
I think it's a
C.
C. I think that's fair because we have to look at, we can't just go and look at by what we played. We have to look at what we know is shit, and you don't need to play fucking Monster 4x4 to know that game sucks ass.
sure.
There was a reason why that gen there was no one that just owned the Wii unless they genuinely couldn't afford another console. The Wii was always the secondary console.
The Wii was my primary until like 2008.
41. So,
Yikes. Well, that's on you, bro. I don't
Wait,
know what
what?
to tell you.
The Wii was
What
my
happened?
primary console till 2008.
The fuck were you
Oh, man,
playing?
you missed some classics, man.
Like 2 games?
I wasn't really playing too many games back then too much.
Well, exactly.
Well, no, I
This is-
played games, but I wasn't like nearly as where I'm at right now. But it wasn't bad though. Like for what I did play, I don't remember ever having a bad time with it.
Yeah, because you skipped out on all
Whoa.
these shitty
But
fucking launch games.
no. Here's the thing that I think.
PC Pro Series was 41 also.
Here's the thing that I think was what carried it for me again is I think Virtual Console carried the shit out of that for me because again I was able I actually had a pretty extensive Virtual Console library on there just because there were all these games I never really touched too much. Like I was playing like Toe Jam and Earl for the first time ever, Legend of Zelda on NES for the first time ever. I remember I think what was it like and I know I've not played it but like Super Mario Bros was the Christmas download that year. Like they announced it on Christmas to come out, and it wasn't my first time, but that was like my first time owning like a way to play that game. So that was cool to like go back to. Like there's all the games that I just like didn't really get to have access to, and that's all I was playing pretty much was all this cool stuff that I had not been able to play there. So that's probably why I didn't really care too much because I was kind of like knocking at my own like gaming backlog back then. But I'll just go B.
Yeah, like I think Wii Sports. I mean, like I can really easily glance over all the trash because I mean Wii Sports, you know,
Yeah, I agree.
Wii
Wii
Sports.
Sports.
that's enough to make me give it a low B.
Okay. I give it a C. David gives it a C.
So like a really low B. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it
All
a
right.
really low C.
Now, speaking of quality over quantity, got that.
All right.
Fucking
Yes.
Super Nintendo.
All right. Oh man. All right. Super
5
Famicom. Sorry, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. US launch August 19th, 1991. We got F-Zero, Gradius 3,
I heard Kino.
Pilot Wings,
Kino.
SimCity,
We just talked about Kino.
Super Mario World.
Best
Not
Mario
a
game
bad
ever.
fucking game in the lineup.
Not
That
a
is a
bad,
good-
Pilot Wings, I would
not
argue
a
is
Kino
weaker,
game. Not
Not
a
a-
bad un-Kino game.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of going about to say not a keto game in Atlas.
No Kino games in there.
Fucking
What's the opposite of
perfect
Kino?
lineup.
Kono.
Absolute fucking S
Dino.
tier. There is nothing
Kono.
that needs to be said. That is a fucking S tier lineup right there.
Well,
I agree. I never played Gradius.
Gradius is fucking great.
Yeah, Gradius
times.
is really good. That was actually one of the games
No,
I got on.
I played Gradius. I didn't play Gradius 3 though. So I played one on a PS2. But I can't think like SimCity. We talked about that's a great game.
Yeah, it's a good version, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic
Super Mario
version of
World.
SimCity.
Super Mario World's the
Super
best
Mario
2D Mario game still. So, like,
Agreed, wholeheartedly.
like,
All
I
right,
can't even like think of anything that's better.
Yeah,
I mean, three is great also, but the World is like fucking.
Does anyone have
If
any
this
hot?
had,
Does anyone? I don't know what Kyle's about to give. I was about to say, does anyone have any hot takes to this, or could we put an S?
if this had one or two more like must-have games, it would absolutely be S.
The fuck? How many?
Well,
how
you
many
might-
must-have games do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want? That's the
just-
whole ass
just
launch
single list
lineup.
on this list.
That's 5 great games, and they're all like different too. Like you got racing game, you got a little shoot 'em up, you got whatever the fuck
A
Pilot Wings
simulation
is,
game?
You got sim game, you got Mario, great.
The
It's
fuck?
a
I
very,
won
very-
10 good games. I could buy all at once.
I mean, if they had
I just want them
All-Stars,
all.
if they had like All-Stars at launch as
Fucking
well, or like
Veruca
Link
Salt
to the
over here.
Past.
The fuck you
then
want
it
them to
would be
blow their
perfect.
entire load the first day?
It could have
Yeah,
been,
man.
yeah.
No.
Well,
I
you
want
know,
the console to literally suck my dick at launch. If it doesn't literally suck my dick at
well,
launch,
you know.
Yeah.
not in that
I gotta
tier.
put it in my dick. and it has
Also,
to be
these
fellatio.
games cost more than like 60, $70 sometimes. So
Yeah.
you're gonna put like
Well,
7 or 8
expensive
games at
nowadays,
launch.
shit.
Listen, it's a spotless launch lineup, but you know, it doesn't make me come. You know, like it doesn't just go that extra mile.
Wow.
Like, it gets so close, man.
Wow.
It doesn't
Oh, what
make
the
me-
fuck?
Yeah,
Boom.
I don't
you
know.
have two great Nintendo games, and
Great is
Pilot
underselling
Wings.
it, I
great
think.
Nintendo games.
Pilot
You have
Wings is
one of
okay.
you have one of the games that
Pilot
people
Wings is a great game.
you got one game that people would consider like one of the greatest games of all time. Pilot Wings is
Pilot
totally a serviceable game. Like 100% it's good. It's still good. Like
it's
I
a
think
great
it's fine.
game.
It's definitely a weaker game, but it's still
It's
like
a weak game.
Pilot
I'm
Wings is the
sure.
weakest game on that
Of
list.
the fucking
Sure.
tier games.
And that's saying something. Pilot Wings is the weakest game because it's still a good game.
Very good game.
Oh, listen, I'm still gonna give it an A. Okay, just doesn't.
Yikes.
Well,
Yeah, gotta have
know?
the S.
All right.
Wrong.
Let's talk about a Kino 1 to Kyle now, the 3DS.
Ugh.
okay, I don't
No,
know.
I know this one because I got this day one, baby.
Now, here's the
But-
question: do we
bad.
encounter the ambassador, or do we go just raw?
No, because
Alright.
that wasn't launched. That wasn't launched. That was later.
All right.
It was only
Also,
it
you
was
can't
only,
even-
you only got the ambassador thing if you bought it on launch and then waited a couple months later until they lowered the price to 170.
And you can't buy those games still.
yeah,
Reasonable, yeah.
And the emulation sucked.
I have them.
And I
not
remember,
bad,
I
actually.
remember people cheating the system, and they were able to
Not
get
bad.
the 3DS for cheap like a day prior, so they got the 3DS for a cheaper price and got the ambassador games.
Well, that's not a problem.
I didn't mind the.
No, I know, I thought it was funny.
No, I didn't. No, I was
Holy-
gonna say I didn't mind the emulations. I thought they were.
Holy yikes! All right, dude.
There was a lot of garbage, but there
Let's
was a couple
get to
good
the-
ones. There was some nuggets in this shit corn right here.
Kyle's got what he wanted. He got a lot of release games, you know.
Yeah, you got what you wanted, man.
All right, Nintendo 3DS launch lineup, US launch March 27th, 2011. We
Yes.
got AR games, which is a
Of
preloaded
course, the
application.
cards.
Yeah.
Another
We got
asphalt game.
Asphalt's 3D, Bust a Move Universe,
Hell yeah.
Combat of Giants Dinosaurs 3D,
Hell yeah.
Face Raiders, a preloaded
Hell yeah.
app-
Face Raiders.
That's what I call
Fine.
60 time.
Find Me,
Hell yeah.
Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars,
Hell yeah, man.
Madden NFL Football,
They didn't put a number on it because they knew we were making another one. They did, by the way.
Nintendo Dogs plus Cats, 3 versions.
Yep. Not bad version of that game.
Pilot Wings Resort,
Another Pilot Wings. That game sucked though.
Pro Evolution Soccer 2011 3D,
Mm-hmm.
Puzzle Swap preloaded application, Rayman 3D, which is a
Mm.
port of the third Rayman
Three.
game.
Yeah, which is a great game, but I don't remember liking the port. So
No. Ridge Racer 3D.
Hell
That's
yeah.
my boy.
that was a terrible game.
Samurai Warriors Chronicles,
Here
I'm sure
comes the
that's
kill
terrible,
rap.
Steel Diver.
Steel Diver. The codename, what's that game? Codename Steam of the time where it went down to like $5. It went to like $5 instantly.
Oh, Codename Steam. Oh my god.
Yeah, that game is $1 everywhere.
Yeah, yikes. Super
Corona.
Monkey Ball 3D.
Yep, the one where you had to tilt it away from your fucking
Oh
face.
my
To,
fuck, dude! They fucked up Monkey Ball so bad.
yeah,
Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition.
not a bad port. Looked really good.
That's
Yeah,
a really fucking great portable fighting game, I will say.
As a tech demo, it's pretty damn cool. The Sims 3, and finally Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Shadow Wars.
Not a bad game.
Which not a bad game at all. Actually, it was really good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
It
good.
was like a strategy game, top down like strategy game. It was really good.
All right, there's your 3D.
All right,
I mean, see, they fucked up bad because I don't know why they didn't bring out Ocarina of Time out on that day. Like they did. It was like I think it was only like a month later or 2 months later. I don't know why the fuck. I guess it just wasn't ready.
Literally, I think. Gore, am I wrong? Or Shadow Wars is the best game on that list?
Wait, which game?
Shadow Wars.
Ghost Recon.
I'm sure Street Fighter 4 was really good.
Street Fighter 4, I still will pull that out and play that. Like, Street Fighter 4 is not my favorite Street Fighter, but as far as portable fighting games go, that's easily one of the best.
It's okay.
Sims
but
3, Sims. Hey, if you like Sims 3 was pretty good.
I think Ghost Recon might be the best game on that list.
Oh yeah, I'd say that.
That's wild,
or
actually.
Maybe Nintendogs and Cats if you like that.
I'm gonna be honest. This is like the Wii. This is like the Wii launch lineup with no Wii Sports.
This is the Wii launch lineup with literally nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Pilot Wings and Shorts. Yikes!
And it was almost as expensive. Was it the same price as the Wii when it came out?
Yeah. $250, and they dropped to $170.
Yeah, I know that. I bought it.
That's it.
Yeah,
I bought it. I bought it.
I can't say it's.
I think it's a pretty garbage lineup. I don't think there's a lot of overly shitty games. Just ones I've never played.
I can't say
Bust the Move Universe is fine.
Yeah.
I heard the Lego Star Wars 3 game is fine on there. Nintendogs and Cats I heard was good. Pilot Wings I didn't like at all. Rayman 3D I didn't like. Ridge Racer 3 I heard
port
was
is
shit.
terrible.
There's a lot of shitty ones here. I would say it's about the same for the Wii though. Like when it comes to shitty game.
Sure, but I'd put this in straight D. I think.
I agree. High D.
Heidi ho.
Yeah,
I actually see for me. I mean, it's one of those things that this kind of goes again into that territory of there's not a whole lot of quality here, but there's still a few good nuggets of good games here. It's just there's nothing wowing. There's nothing impressive. And there's just a couple solid titles still.
I don't think I've ever been wowed by any portable launch lineup. I don't think even with Vita, the only thing there's only one thing, and it's like a side.
Oh, the Switch
too.
I got
like
one
if the Vita came out with like Zero Time Dilemma, or not that the second one, Zero
Virtual Last
Reward, then I'd be like, whoa! But like every portable game launch lineup has
but
a few games here and there that are like that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
And again, we're not gonna bring this into it, but remember the fact that the Vita, when it was shown off, like the 3DS is like cool.
Vita up?
Huh?
Can we move the Vita up?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to do that last.
We'll put it right here.
I feel like it should be right next to the 3DS, considering. Let's do it next.
I'll do it afterwards because I'm gonna run it right after this. But I'll let you guys talk about the Sega CD.
Hell yeah!
But what was I saying?
I'd say D also, honestly. I don't think it was terrible though, because there was a couple of decent games in there. If there was no decent games, then it would be enough.
Sure, but what I was gonna say is, remember the Vita took all the wind out of the 3DS sales because it was like, oh, the Vita's like the exact same price as the 3DS, and it looks a lot cooler, a lot more slick.
It's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
It still is a lot cooler.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna use that against it. But I thought that just kind of shows how much the 3DS wind got taken out of its sales. It's a D for me.
So
I agree.
So 1C and 3Ds.
Yep. All right. I'll be right back.
All right, let's talk about the motherfucking king of consoles, bros. The Sega CD. You still don't own a Sega CD? Yikes.
They're like $250, man.
Wrong answer, man.
Wrong answer, dude.
Wrong answer, man.
Oh my god.
Motion video. I'd rather be full fucking screen.
All right.
AVGN.
I do have a Sega CD game, though. In fact, it is one of the launch games.
Is it Night Trap?
It's not Night Trap. Who gives a shit?
Nope.
It is
Yeah,
Night
it's
Trap.
It doesn't come with the case though. So who cares?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
the
it
limited run
was-
version of that.
It's actually from Blockbuster.
All right.
What a difference.
All right. Sega CD US launch October 15th, 1992.
Yep.
Black Hole Assault.
Good way to
Chuck-
spend a night.
Chuck Rock.
Nope.
Cobra
Really?
Command. In Excess, Make My Video. Marky
Marky.
Mark, Make My Video.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Night Trap.
In that video with Marky Mark, did he abuse a Chinese person?
Oh no.
Oh no, that was back when Marky Mark was not a good person.
Yeah. Sega Classics 4 and 1.
What were the classics? You
It
know?
was Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Golden Axe, aka 4 random Genesis games.
Some of them are good. Columns is fun.
But on a CD, like, does it even add anything?
No, probably not. It's probably was that a pack-in? I don't even know.
I
That's
don't think so.
That should be if it wasn't. Anyway, go ahead.
Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective,
I didn't even know that game existed.
Soul Feast.
Oh, Soul Feces, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you,
Alright.
that's a great
And
shmup.
no, that's an AVG. it's,
Soul is yeah. I
yeah,
forgot
he
about
says it in there.
that.
Yeah, and then he says, actually, it's a really good shooter.
Oh, and Sewer Shark. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
isn't that the one where he tried to play it but didn't work?
Yeah.
And he's just
Sewer
like,
shit.
You win this time, and like you can see his face in the reflection of this, just like looking pissed. You should
Yeah.
just watch
You
AVGN
roll
episode.
a million pounds of tube steak.
Wait, Night Trap's not a launch game then?
It is. I did.
Oh,
say
did
that.
I probably just didn't hear you when you said
It was after Marky Mark.
That's the only one I
Video.
played. Oh, okay, I was probably talking about him beating up Chinese people.
Man, this is a terrible launch. I
Yeah.
swore Sonic CD was launched, but I guess not.
No.
Yikes!
You know, it's not the worst
Good.
lineup though on this.
You
list,
know what?
easily.
It's the most interesting. Can we say
Yes,
that?
it's the most creative. It was a unique platform.
It's not good. Hey,
No.
did the 3DS have a Marky Mark game? I don't think so. Did
Oh,
it have
Was
Night
it
Trap? I don't think
NXS
so.
on the 3DS? No.
Did it have Chuck
Uh,
Rock? I don't think so.
But no, it's one of those things that this was a weird time for Sega, but
Yeah.
we got some interesting things. I mean, Night Trap is cult classic and endures to this day. We have it to thank, in
Oh.
part for the ESRB.
What a
Sewer
great
Shark-
thing the ESRB is too, huh?
Yeah,
Hell
thanks,
yeah.
Sega.
Thanks for the ESRB, bro.
Well, Mortal Kombat was a big part of that too.
Yeah,
It wasn't just Night Trap.
Speaking of which, a real quick side tangent. You guys watched the High Score documentary series on
No.
Netflix?
No, I want
No.
to. I haven't gotten around
Actually,
to it.
pretty good. That
I
was
heard,
one.
I heard it was
oh,
pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually really good, and that's like the last subject they talk about is talking about the SERB and Doom and Night
Talk
Trap.
about
and all that.
Bugsnax? Talk
Hell yeah, talking about Bugsnax.
Oh,
But
yeah, man.
no, and I'll admit, I still to this day have a big soft spot in my heart for FMV games, and Sega CD and Command and Conquer are two of the biggest
Sure.
reasons for that. And it's one of
The-
those
wait.
things.
Which Command and Conquer game is it with Tim Curry? He's just like,
Red Alert 3,
there's
where he
like,
plays.
I'm going to the
Russian-
one place where capitalism hasn't ruined whatever. He's like, space. I love that. So good.
Fucking love Tim Curry, love Command and
Yeah.
Conquer. But no, it's one of those things that looking at it just at the launch lineup, is there some goofy and weak ass shit? Yeah, I mean, obviously the Make My Video series was an interesting novelty. It was trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible, but it was
course.
trying to do something different. And
Sewer
at
Shark,
the end,
what was that trying to do?
be an FMV
Where you shoot things,
shmup,
right?
and
Yeah.
it's basically an FMV shmup, and it wasn't great. It was corny as fucking hell, though. It was,
All of these games look fuck ugly now. Can I just say, like I know a lot of them are FMVs, obviously, but and the quality wasn't the best at the time. But a lot of them used also CG. Like I think Sewer Shark used CG environments. Right?
yeah, it was used a little bit.
I like just looking at like gameplay now, it's fucking ugly. Even Night Trap, just look at that fashion back then. Yikes!
Well, like some of the like Soul Feces looks
Soul
okay
Feces.
from what I can tell. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like the best looking games just look like 16-bit games.
Really quick, I want to second that documentary on Netflix is really good.
Yeah. It was really good. But no, I have to say, honestly, all in all, though, this is definitely a scenario where there's some really fucking garbage games on this list just because they weren't good, but they were trying to do something different. It was trying to be creative. I give it a little bit of.
It's so bad, bros.
It is.
Literally-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
It is bad.
I think something you gotta.
Hey,
I think
the
something.
Wii lineup didn't have Soul, and Sega CD definitely did.
I think you
Marky
gotta.
Mark do a vid or
When you
whatever.
say it like that, okay, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, that's like I.
You
Unironically,
sure?
that's a good point because when a console's just full of nothing but ports, it kind of
Shitty ports.
Yeah.
Like, and this had nothing. That was everything you said there. Besides that 4-pack was original games. It seemed like made for Sega CD. Sure, some of them were just Marky Mark going, "Yo, you suck, playa," or whatever.
Chuck Rock was a Genesis game.
Yeah, but this is the CD version.
But I think something you got to ask
oh.
is does the game still something that
Oh.
viably holds up sans nostalgia? Not
They
just
never
not
held
no
up to
I
begin with.
yeah, that's what about David's like, dude, I'll play it any day right now. But no, taking nostalgia glasses off, are these games that like are actively like, yeah, everyone still needs to play this game?
No one has
You know he's gonna
nostalgia
say
for
yes.
these games.
No, that's why I stopped. That's why he had his finger up and then put it right back down.
No. Night Trap and Soul Feast, I'd easily recommend any fucking time still.
Well, Sophie's I've heard is actually a good game. So, but Night Trap is just
Night Trap was like known
to make
for
fun
how
of.
bad it was, wasn't it? Technically,
Well, yeah, the
Not for
acting's
how-
bad. I mean, the game it works. Like you do the thing you have to do. It's
Sure.
a unique.
It's what
concept
Five
for
Nights
time.
at Freddy's tries to be. It's
Yeah, pretty much. No, that's great. It's exactly what
Yeah, I
it is.
know.
It's exactly like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like someone
But no,
was someone had a copy of Night Trap while they were in a Chuck E. Cheese, and they were just like, oh, and then they did Freddy's Five Nights or whatever. What was it called again?
Freddy
Freddy's
Fazbear's
Five Nights of Wonders. Five Nights of Wonder. or whatever.
Gankeria.
it sounds like a porno.
Yeah, Five Nights of Wonder.
Yeah, Five Nights
All right.
Five Nights in Freddy.
Five Nights at Freddy's Hole, or whatever.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
can we,
But no,
can we talk
Final
about the next
Thoughts,
console?
yeah, high C. High C for me.
I can't rank it because I only played Night Trap. So,
This
Middle
man,
D.
yeah, this man's trying to give fucking.
did you actually? But Kyle, did you actually play it though? It's like, did you play a lot of these games?
I've seen Make My Videos. I've seen those like actually in action.
know,
I saw DSP play those.
I've seen
All
a
of
lot
these
of
other-
what?
Huh?
You didn't just
So,
say what.
the
I
real
think you
question though is how many of these have you played?
I played a little bit of Soul Feces. It's a decent
Yeah, but hold on. You can't say that because David, I'm sure you haven't played most of the Wii launch lineup, and you still rank the shit out of that. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
but you
played
probably
those
played a
games
few of
on
those,
other
though.
consoles.
Oh yeah, how was Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, David?
I didn't
To
play
be,
Tony
to be
Hawk's
fair, I
Downhill
don't think
Jam.
you need to play all of them, but I only played one, and I was just asking how many Kyle has played.
I've
If
played-
you've played a good amount of them, then it's fine.
I
Because there's
played
no way in
Night
hell you're
Trap.
gonna play 30 fucking games when the Wii U came out. I mean, the Wii came out.
Of course
Wii U.
not.
Wii U didn't have 30 games in the
But
entire
I
lineup.
am aware of a lot of these. The only one I've never
No,
heard
I'm
of.
aware of a lot of these too.
But I know what they look like, how they play, and I have played like at least half
All
of
right,
these games.
whatever. We're moving on because we're spending too much time on
Fine,
Sega CD.
whatever.
In
Fuck
high
it.
D, not even a high D, like a middle D. Like,
Well, then
Jesus.
it should be a C, technically.
Yeah.
It's a C and a D.
Yeah.
Right behind the DS.
All right. The
Vita, baby.
Vita. It's vital to your systems. You know what I mean?
Shut up. Just go.
All right. U.S. launch.
AT&T. Boo.
Yeah,
Ooh.
AT&T. Ooh.
All right.
I
U.S.
didn't
launch.
even get that version. So.
U.S. launch. February 22nd, 2012. Army Corpse of Hell.
I heard that was bad.
Asphalt Injection.
I heard that was all right.
Augmented reality cliff diving fireworks and table
Oh,
soccer.
so
Some
fucking
VR
good.
games. Kino. Ben 10 Galactic Racing.
No.
BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extended.
I'm
Good
sure that
game.
was good.
Dungeon Hunter Alliance, which I believe was a $1 iPhone game that was like $50.
Well, I think it was a
It came out for
I
like
think it was
30,
like
I think.
it was just a new version of that game
There you
series.
go.
Pretty sure. It's like I don't think it was $1 also on iPhone. I think it was like one of those $10 like premium games.
Okay. Dynasty Warriors next.
Not
I'm
bad
sure
Dynasty Warriors
fucking what's
game.
his name loves it. Yeah, see.
Jim Sterling.
Jim Sterling.
Escape Plan.
I heard that was a fun, like I think it was like a puzzle platformer game.
F1 2011.
I don't know. I
FIFA
know the F1 games are pretty good though.
FIFA Soccer.
Uh,
Hot Shots Golf World Invitational.
That was a good Hot Shots golf game.
Hustle Kings.
I think it's a pool game. I believe it is.
Little Deviants.
I didn't hear it was very good.
Lumines Electronic
Yes.
Symphony.
That's a fucking
Fantastic game.
boss ass game.
Michael Jackson The Experience HD, which is false
I'm
advertising.
sure it was great. What do you mean?
It's
HD.
not HD.
It's close. It's close.
Mod Nation Racers Road Trip.
I didn't
It
like
was-
the
it was
PS3
okay.
game. What, the Michael Jackson?
No, Mod Nation.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus.
Which had frame rate issues, but it was still pretty good. It looked really nice too. It looked like the PS3 version almost.
Plants vs Zombies.
That's a classic.
Rayman Origins, which is a
Yeah, it
damn
looked
fine version.
It looked almost exactly the same as the 360 version.
Yeah. And OLED screen made it look real nice.
Shinobito.
Shinobito 2 Revenge.
It was not Kino. It was like a bad Tenchu game. That's pretty much what it is.
Super Stardust Delta.
I'm sure that's great.
Fantastic.
Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack.
I heard that was great. I didn't play it.
Touch My Katamari.
That was a fun.
It wasn't,
Katamari game,
it wasn't
not my
bad,
favorite.
but
It wasn't bad. It was a fun one. It was like one of the last ones too.
Ultimate
So
Marvel
pretty
vs. Capcom 3.
That was a great port. Great port, yo. I beat Galactus with fucking Phoenix Wright, baby. Let's
That was
go.
better than Super Street
I took
Fighter.
his ass to court. That was
That was
a really good fucking port. I only played that version on Vita.
David wants to say something, but he's like,
No, it was a good port. I will agree that it was definitely better than Super Street Fighter, but it still wasn't a perfect port. A lot of frame drops in that.
I didn't say it was perfect. I said it was a good port.
Uh,
I don't count frames usually when I play games.
Uncharted Golden Abyss.
Great Uncharted game. Definitely the killer app for
they're
that.
about to say great port.
Great port. Great port of the original game.
Virtua Tennis 4 World Tour Edition, which I heard is decent.
I'm sure. Hey, Virtual Tennis. I don't know what happened to that series, but it used to be a good tennis series.
Yep. And finally, Wipeout 2048.
Dude, that game was fast as fuck on the Vita. I couldn't believe they did it. It looked really good too.
Yeah,
On a
so
Vita?
I think
I said the same thing about PS one though. So.
I think this one's a little back heavy. Like the first half list is kind of trash, but
I wouldn't say that.
well, I definitely think like all the heavy hitters are like R
Sure.
and above.
When you compare this to like a Wii list though, Wii had a lot of garbage, and here at least there's a lot of games that you can use the excuse that now I could take this game portable, and a lot of these games aren't trash. Like compare like what the fuck was it, GT Pro Series, which I looked it up, it had like 40 on Metacritic. Compared to like some of these other games like Mod Nation Racers, I'm sure is fine. I heard the F1 games are really good, so if you like F1, I'm sure Wipeout's amazing. So you had a lot of good choices.
Can I say that I feel like I feel like Wipeout doesn't really get the love it deserves.
No, it doesn't.
Like no one really talks about it when
Everybody wants F-Zero, but fucking
Wipeout's just as good, I think.
No, I think it's better. I think F-Zero is only cool compared to Wipeout because it has a lot of personality. Wipeout doesn't have like any really.
Sure. But yeah, that lineup actually
better.
That lineup's pretty good.
Pretty
I think that lineup's great. There's like 8 games there that I would say are great games, like straight up.
And even the ones that aren't great, there's some good ones. Like I Touch My Katamari is not a great game, but it's a good game.
I heard Escape Plan's really good. I heard what was the other?
Oh, I do remember what Escape Plan is. Yeah.
What was the months with the mutant blobs or whatever? I heard that's a really good game.
That still
Never
gets
played it.
released, or that still gets.
I'm sure. Yeah,
talked highly of.
I think it's think it's on Switch.
It's on
isn't
Switch,
it?
and every
Or-
time I look at Reddit, there's always people trying to talk up that game.
I'm sure Super Stardust is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How smart?
Solid A.
Yeah, Superstar is fantastic.
I never played it on the Vita, so I don't know.
I
how
don't think there's a killer app like Mario World though on here. But
yeah, no, it's Uncharted.
I think
it
this
has
is-
to be Uncharted.
Sure, but I
Like
don't
quality wise, no, but
Yeah.
like people bought that console to play Uncharted.
Sure.
Yeah,
But with that said, I think that's a very lean and very little fat cut of a launch line. So I'll put that in A.
I think
Yeah,
it's a little flabby, but yeah, it's still pretty good.
There's some weaker titles in it. I'll definitely
Sure.
phrase it that way. But all in all, this is a fucking solid ass lineup. I'd go with A on this one as well. High A for me.
Actually, thinking about it, we should do PSP next. Also,
All right.
honestly,
One
we
of the
should
few
probably
consoles I got at launch.
right there. Yeah. Next,
All right. Gore, Kyle, ranks.
A. I give it an A. I think there might be some flab in there, but you know what? You need some fat to make that fucking steak juicy. Bro.
That's where the flavor is at.
Yeah,
You know?
that's where it's at.
Yeah, Ben 10 Galactic Racing really gives you a little bit more.
Hey, that
flavor.
might be a good racing game, dude. There's a lot of racing games. There's like 4 or 5 racing games on that Vita when it first came out. Man, you like racing? Come on over to the Vita.
I give it a high B. There are some noteworthy titles.
Let's say.
All right.
That's
PlayStation Portable.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I know one
PlayStation
game.
Portable PSP. I don't really know.
There's a couple good ones. I remember.
All right, let's go. PlayStation Portable US launch March 24th, 2005. Ape Escape on the Loose.
That's it.
Darkstalkers Chronicle, The Chaos Tower. Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, man, Dynasty Warriors everywhere.
Gretzky NHL.
Hell yeah.
Luminous.
Hell yeah. 10 out of 10.
Metal Gear Acid.
That's not a bad game. If you want a strategy Metal Gear for some reason.
NBA. That's all this says is NBA.
Yeah, it's just called NBA. That was their new series. It was just called NBA, and it lasted like 2 games, I think, and it just disappeared completely.
Okay. Need for Speed Underground Rivals.
I don't remember if that was good or not.
It was
I have a copy.
It's like a slightly different version of that.
Yeah,
game.
I have it. I think I played it, but I don't remember if it was good.
NFL Street 2 Unleashed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Remember that one?
Remember that one?
Spider-Man 2.
I don't remember if it was good.
I think it was trying to do like the PS2 game, like you're trying to do the world, but not great.
Yeah.
They had a different studio working on the port, though.
I know there's one terrible game on here. I remember it being awful, but good.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2 Remix, which I've heard is like a decent.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It has a lot. I mean, just like you can say this about every PSP game, the loading is fucking ridiculous in that game. It takes like 2 minutes to get to. Like,
Midnight Club was the worst for loading time. Goddamn.
I never played it on PSP.
The PSP in general is just bad for loading times.
Yeah, but there's like some where it's like, all right, a minute, that's pretty fast for PSP. And then you get to another game, it's like 3 minutes. I play like Gun Showdown. Remember that game Gun? It came out on PSP. That thing took like, I swear, like 5 minutes to load.
I almost
That's
bought
how
a PS.
Midnight Club was. I swear Midnight Club was 5-minute load times.
I had a
Probably.
PSP from Lockers. I sold that, but I almost rebought one today. But I got a Vita.
Anyway,
it's fine.
Continue. Kyle.
Twisted Metal Head On.
Pretty good System Metal game. Probably the last good one, technically.
Yeah.
Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade.
Good little Diablo game. I remember it being like really generic, but like it filled that void of an RPG if you wanted one. So it was all right.
Wipeout Pure.
Good shit.
And World Tour Soccer Challenge Edition.
Oh, okay. The game I was thinking of wasn't on there then. That might have came out a little bit later.
So, in terms of like standout titles,
Let me look.
So let me lay this story here. So the
here's the story.
few games that I actually got at or one of the few consoles I got at launch.
Right.
And let me tell you, I fucking left with Darkstalkers, I left with Dynasty Warriors, I left with Luminous, and I left with Twisted Metal. And the fucking foreseeable time, just in the few months preceding that, some of the happiest fucking times, man. Luminous, fantastic fucking game.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Luminous is
amazing.
so good.
Dynasty Warriors on it, not bad. It's not the greatest of fucking Dynasty Warriors games, but you know what? They got 3D Dynasty Warriors on the PSP. I was having a good time. Darkstalkers Chronicle: The Chaos Tower is
Sorry, what was
Darkstalkers Chronicle: The Chaos Tower is a remake of the Dreamcast game.
Dark Star.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call this story out in public.
No, it's fine.
I back in the day, we all started talking we were talking like 7-8 years ago. Gore was never one to call out whenever anyone had like a stumble in their words. Never did.
Because I didn't like you guys.
Never did. And we have
That's not true.
No. Here's what happened. I don't know if you remember this. Here's what happened.
Sam used to do all the time.
Samuel to Geek would come in every time anyone had any sort of like just stumble in their words.
Fumble.
He would fucking just call you out and say, yeah, Darkstalkers, and
well, I didn't do that.
and Gore Gore just got so fresh, like, you know what? Fuck it. And so ever since then, anyone has any sort of thing, hey, hold on, say that dumb shit you said again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was that? Well, at least I don't do Sam like, you said Darkstalkers. What a fucking idiot. This guy gets no pussy or whatever. You know? He wouldn't say that. But so, he'd go that far. I just addressed it by making fun of him in a subtle way.
Hell yeah.
I was
Anyway,
more subtle than, look at this dirt bag.
anyway, you had a good time with the launch lineup.
Yeah, and what was the other
absolutely
games you
said-
spent a good time? You didn't finish, actually. I just made fun of you with Darkstalkers.
No, it's all good. And Twisted Metal head on, as you said, easily the last greatest fucking Twisted Metal game. And man, that played so great. And it's one of those things that there's games in this list I still go back. You know, I still go back and play Darkstalkers Chronicle. I'll still go back and play the PSP Luminous. You know, this is such a great, strong fucking lineup where, again, there's a couple weaker titles here and there, but man, it is an enduring and fantastic fucking lineup for a goddamn launch. So yeah, just A for me, easily, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a really good lineup. Like when it comes to Sony portables, I guess they just don't fumble it. They do a good
They
job.
don't miss.
I guess they never miss.
You never miss, huh? Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
All right.
The only thing I will say is that Ape Escape game was terrible. I remember playing it and not liking it at all.
It was a port of the first
and
game.
it was mainly because of the controls. The controls.
Oh yeah,
were really
dude. There's
fucking-
no second analog stick.
I know. I don't know. There's no little second nubby wubby, so you can't play your little first person shooter wooties. So Coded Arms is a nightmare on that console. I don't know if anybody.
Yeah, that nub is kind of weird in general for some of these games.
The Ghost in the Shell fucking game that came out on there. It's like
Fucking
Anyway,
bad.
ranks.
Actually, it was launch.
It wasn't. It was launched probably in Japan, right? That Ghost. In the Shell.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like the only standout game for me is Luminous. That's about it for me. Like Underground
Really?
2 is cool. Yeah. I didn't play that Twisted Metal game and all these other ones. You know.
I remember
are
Metal Gear
decent.
Acid being kind of cool.
There's a lot of like decent ones in here, but nothing stand out. I mean, like I said, Luminous is probably the
Luminous
game
is
that
great.
I would go back to. Yeah, I mean, and that's such a cool game. Like that very much fits the time period, like mid 2000s. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'd give it like a low B.
Okay. NFL Street 2 is great. Again, I had that loading problem, but the NFL Street and the NBA Street games are a lot of fun. So if you actually like playing a sports game and not just waiting around and playing some
The street
bullshit
games, they need to
simulator.
bring those back, honestly.
Yeah, they need to. They need to do a lot of things. But EA's just like, oh, but how about Madden 21? Except it's worse than the last one. It's like, all right. And then they go, our farts. It smells so good. It's like, fuck off. Like, bring back Bad Company. What are you doing? God damn it. You did one Star Wars thing right. Now it's time to break off the Star Wars and do Bad Company 3. Give it to Respawn.
hell yeah.
They would do a great Bad Company 3. But yeah, that's some really great games in there. Darkstalkers I didn't play, but I heard it was really good. Luminous is a 10 out of 10. I like Metal Gear Acid. I remember thinking it was kind of cool. NFL Street 2 was fun. Tony Hawk I remember being fun, except for loads. Twisted Metal was fun. Untold Legends was all right. Wipeout Pure was great, and it was really fast for a game like that. Like at that time, we had still the DS was still new, and DS couldn't do that shit. So playing that was like, whoa. I give it a high B.
Sure, I can land with that. David, yours at A probably, right?
A.
For me.
Today, you already said A. So high B, high A.
Okay.
All right.
PS4.
The PlayStation 4. All right.
Two games, baby, and then a bunch of ports.
Well, yeah.
Well, three games, 2 physical, and 3 that are noteworthy at least.
Let's dive in, gamers.
Let's dive in.
PlayStation 4 US launch November 15th, 2013. Vividly remember that day.
Yep, me too. It was only 7 years ago.
Yeah. 7 years ago, man. It's a lot.
Yep. I think next week will be 7 years ago.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was like the 10th. No, it was like the 12th, I think, or something. I had to look.
It was the 15th for
15th.
PS4.
Did you say it? I wasn't listening.
Yes, November
Let's do
15th,
video.
2013.
Yeah.
All right. We got Angry Birds Star Wars.
Kino.
Assassin's Creed 4.
I have to say, can you just cut to the
Battlefield 4.
No,
Battlefield
just come
4.
to-
Kino.
This is why I read everything. Continue.
Battlefield 4. Oh my
That's
God.
when memes just fucking completely destroy your speaking habits. It's just like, you read memes instead of what's actually on the screen.
I haven't thought about this game in a minute. Blacklight Retribution.
I've never thought about that game in my life. So I've thought about the original game. I remember that game, but not this one.
Call of Duty Ghosts. Contrast.
That's the one other PS Plus game,
And it was horrible.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't very good.
Man.
It was not horrible.
DC Universe Online.
Sure.
FIFA 14.
Hell yeah! Bounce the ball.
Flower.
I got that with that $10. You know, it came with the system. They were bribing you with $10 of digital coupon. That's pretty much what I bought with it because I didn't buy it on PS3, so I didn't get it for free.
Oh yeah. Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition.
Okay.
Just Dance 2014.
This launch lineup sucks my ass. Jeez.
It does.
It's so bad. It's
Here's a killer app too.
It's so bad.
Killzone Shadowfall.
Oh, the game was so generic.
Wait,
It looked really good.
the real killer app, guys. It's
real
here.
killer app. Here it is.
Neck, baby.
Baby. It didn't become a masterpiece until the second one, but this is a great start.
Man, they got close.
I remember. Can I just share a quick story? I remember playing the PS4. I remember they had the streaming, and it was really cool. I went to stream, and there was about 5 streams where all they were doing is talking, and then there's one guy playing Knack, and I remember watching that, going, "This is kind of cool. I wish these fucking streams were all about video games, not people sitting there with a robot flying around. Fucking like, I got a PS4, and I was like, I watched this guy playing Knack, and it was cool. So there you go. And now nothing has changed. You go on Twitch, the most popular thing is people just fucking talking. But you play games, huh? I'm glad we're not streaming.
Fucking games.
Yeah, I want to play games. Show me Knack.
Lego Marvel Super Heroes.
That wasn't too bad. I got an Xbox though. To be fair.
Madden NFL 25.
No, we're almost at 25.
Yeah,
now.
I hate that they hate that name.
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit.
NBA 2K14.
Yep.
Need for Speed Rivals.
All right, just get through the
Need
rest.
for Read.
Rezo Gun.
That's the best game there. All right, now just get through the rest quick.
Skylander Swap Force.
Okay.
Sound Shapes.
Yep, that's cool.
Super Mother Load.
Yep.
The Playroom, aka
cool.
the porn stream.
Yeah,
thing.
the where you fuck your wife on camera.
On Ustream.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. It wasn't Twitch yet.
Yeah. Trying to complete story and Warframe.
Which that's funny actually. Warframe was that old.
Yeah,
I didn't think about how old Warframe is.
It was still going on.
It was already out for a couple years at that time.
Best game
right?
in that launch lineup is Rezo Gun.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Without a doubt, I did hear Sound Shapes is good. But
Sound Shapes is good,
Yeah,
but Rezo Gun
it
is
was on
better.
Vita already, I think.
It was
right?
on PS3.
Oh, that was on Vita.
It was on, it was on PS3 too.
I'm sure it's also on Vita, yeah. Yeah, Rezo Gun's great, and I think it's still a fun game to play. Housemark, they're great. It's just upsetting that everything else was like joking aside. Knack is amazing, but it's just one of those games where it's just I don't know. There's something about it that like I just didn't want to play anymore. It might have been because it was the best game ever made, and it's just like it's like I'm not worthy,
Worthy.
I'm not worthy. So I played more Killzone than Knack. But Killzone was extremely generic. I remember it had a really cool zip line, and that was about it. Everything else was just shoot the Hellgast or whatever the fuck their names are.
It at least looked next gen, but that is about it.
Yeah, it looked really nice for the time. I'm sure if I look at it now, I'll be like, oof.
Well,
But
I don't know about that, but
I'm playing Rise Son of Rome again recently, and that game still looks really good. So, I mean, the game is not good, but
I think after this we should rank the Xbox One.
We'll just go through this list.
Yeah. I think we should do Xbox One. I feel like
I want to really compare.
All right.
I want to direct compare.
I'm gonna organize this list.
I really want to see what you guys have to say.
I feel like we really should have.
It should have been organized.
Yeah.
That's kind of gonna be annoying.
Yeah,
I'd rather. Whatever. Never mind.
No, we could do all the shitty ones that David could talk about later.
Well, yeah. Let's get through this a little bit faster. So, PlayStation 4. I think that launch lineup is like. No one really realizes how bad that launch lineup is, because the two, I guess I'm not counting Rezo Gun, but like the two big games from Sony were Knack and Killzone, both of which are not good games. But
Killzone is all right, I guess. But if you like that series, I'm sure you like that.
This one's a solid C.
Yeah, so that's what I'd say. Because Rezo Gun was fun. It was cool that you got to get a system and you have a free game that's great waiting for you.
Sure.
And also you had a lot of free to play games.
But
there.
look at
Universe, DC Universe, and Warframe, and that Blacklight game was free, and something else.
Contrast,
Contrast was free also, even though it wasn't great. And now Xbox owns those guys.
What says you, David?
So, PlayStation 4 lineup feels just like the Wii's in that, man, there's a whole lot of games here that have already been playing or could play already or play on other systems. The only thing that is the saving grace is some of these were the better versions to be playing. But, I'd still have to go with a middle C for the PlayStation 4. It wasn't great.
Yeah, put it right between DS and Sega CD. Because it ended up being great, but not now.
All right. The Xbox
One, baby.
A week later. A week later after the PlayStation 4, we got the Xbox One.
Hell yeah.
We might hear some similar games on here.
I wonder.
US launch, November 22nd, 2013. Angry Birds Star Wars, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Crimson Dragon, Dead Rising 3.
Hell yeah.
FIFA 14.
Yeah.
Fighter Within.
I forgot about that game.
Forza Motorsport 5.
That was a great game.
Just Dance 2014.
Hell yeah.
Killer Instinct.
Hell yeah.
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
I played it on this console, so.
Loco Cycle. Yikes. Madden NFL 25.
Yeah, I love that game. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
NBA 2K14.
Wait. Oh yeah, NBA Live 14 was on PS4.
And NBA Live 14.
Was it not on PS4?
Nope. Well, not at launch. I guess it came out a week after.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Need for Speed Rivals. Power Star Golf. Rise Son of Rome. Skylander Swap Force. Zoo Tycoon. and Zumba Fitness World Party.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I'll say right here. For the time, there's 3 games here that were technical showpieces that I think really, really
Loco Cycle.
showed off the power of the one. Loco Cycle,
Power Star Golf,
Fighter Within, and showed
Zumba.
really what the Kinect could do. And Zumba, because it showed me that I'm a fat bitch. Thanks. No, okay, that's Forza 5, Rise Son of Rome, and I would say Dead Rising 3 only because it showed what the
technical,
the console, the technical, like just like how much it can handle, and not sound like it's about to explode. PS4, my console, oh my god, so fucking loud at this point. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's not, again, it's not a great launch, but I guess at the time
I think it's a lot better than PlayStation side. Just simply do that. It was Killzone and Knack versus Dead Rising, Forza, and Rise.
Yeah.
I think just that alone is.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. At the time, Crimson Dragon was kind of busted, but playing it like a year or 2 later, I had a really good time with that game. I thought it was really fun after they fucking fixed the frame rate and the fucking weird control. I think I had like weird controls at the time or something like that, and they had to fix some of that. But after a little while, it was fun. But at the time, it wasn't great. I heard that game's fun. I never played it though.
It's not bad.
New Tycoon really disappointed me because I love the Tycoon games, and that one was like. It was so simplified, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It honestly should have been like a $20 game.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't nearly as extensive as it should have been. Loco Cycle was Twisted Pixel's worst game thus far, but I don't think it was like abysmal. I think it was a game. Then everything else, all the third party stuff, that's fine. I put this in B.
Yeah, Forza was great though. I think Forza is a great one.
Forza 5 was a lot of fun.
The best game Forza 5 has to be the best game.
I don't see how this is much better than PS4.
I think if you
just because when it comes to exclusives, there's more of them, and most of them are better besides Rezo Gun. And even Rezo Gun, a lot of people argue Forza 5 is just as good, if not better.
And Rezo Gun, you could play on Vita.
I think they're very. I feel like there's a lot of parallel in terms of quality. Like Rise, like Killzone looked great, but very generic.
But the thing about Rise is that at least it wasn't generic in setting. That's why, because we don't get
what's another
games in Rome have you played in the last 10 years, Kyle?
Well,
how many Rome games have you played?
When it came out, I mean, there were still games like that.
And that game looked better in Killzone.
Name 2. Name 2 Rome games that were around that time.
I can name 2.
Total War.
Yeah.
And?
That was a strategy game, by the way.
And Darkest of Days.
I was gonna say Shadow of Rome, but okay. I was gonna say Shadow of Rome.
It's the Darkest of Days.
I don't know why he said Darkest of fucking Days.
That's fine. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a boring.
Because you could have said anything.
There was also that Dynasty Warriors clone that I got as a review copy many moons ago. Can't remember the name right now.
Anyway, I think the launch lineup, side by side, it's not much better, but it's definitely a step up better. Dead Rising 3.
I think it's only much better at the time. At the time, it was much better. I got both consoles, and I thought the Xbox One. I had more fun with Rise than I did with Killzone or Knack. I'll break the bit for a second. And I thought when it got right down to it, I think I think it was more fun playing these games with the Xbox controller. So maybe that was the main reason why. But a lot of those ports I got for Xbox One, and I felt like the Xbox One enhanced those enough where I was cool with it. So maybe I'm looking at it more from my experience.
Yeah, no, I
didn't play a lot of those ports on PS4, so I don't know how enhanced they were. So maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there was any sort of buff on the Xbox. In fact, if anything, I think the PlayStation 4 core PlayStation 4 is more powerful than the core Xbox One.
I think Assassin's Creed 4 had a little bit better frame rate, but that was about it. Because I played that on 360 and then I played it on Xbox One.
Sure.
So I got that upgrade.
But yeah, no, I think side by side, just those 2 games on PlayStation versus even Dead Rising, just in general, is just a better game.
Can we just shit on one game real quick for both consoles?
Sure.
and that's Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 is such a technical
Fucking
mess at
garbage,
launch.
man.
Dude, that game, I'm so upset because I had it on 360. By the time the Xbox One and PS4 versions came out, it actually worked on 360. You could play it. It was fine enough.
They fixed it. They fixed it by then.
But then when it got to the Xbox One, it was fucking broke, just like the PS4 version. And of course, I upgraded my copy to the Xbox One version, paid another $10 to get it.
You paid $10 to have
And
a
then I
broken
couldn't
game.
play it, and I couldn't play it again. It was just like I was like, I gave them $10 so they could fuck my game up. Pretty much, that was pretty much it. I was just like, fuck me. But I mean, I like Crimson Dragon. That's me. I'm sure nobody else played it.
Yeah, no, I played it. It was fun.
I like Rise Son of Rome. I think it was fun for the time. It was very generic. I like the setting. I also like. I know it sounds shitty, but I like how quick it was. It was like 5 hours.
Yeah, no, like I think we took a quick game like that versus like something like The Order, which I think is probably like the most reflected side of, like, it's not the same genre, but it's definitely the short technical showpiece of like a different time era that Sony had. And I think Rise just beats it out.
And also the Order had a cool setting too, just like Rise. But I think Rise is a little bit better because I actually think that playing Rise again right now, it's very simple, but it's at least like it's pleasing my monkey brain a little bit. Where the Order was like fucking cutscene after cuts, and then you press the X button and the square button.
There's so much walking.
Dude, I played that game, and it's the first 45 minutes of that game. You don't shoot anything. I'm like, it's like a fucking.
Shooting is boring too.
Yeah, it's boring too. I mean, he had like one cool weapon. I remember that was it. Yeah, so I gotta say Xbox is better. I give it a B also.
I give it a high C as opposed to a middle C, I guess.
I still give it a middle C. I don't see the lineup says
Dead Rising alone, I think, is better than what.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3 was a lot of fun. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's as a launch game. I mean, yeah, it's way.
Dead Rising 3 is better than anything Sony has.
And Forza 5 is a good game.
Forza 5 is a great game. Okay. And I think as a launch lineup for a next gen console, this one showed off what the console could do way better than the PlayStation 4.
It's funny because it's kind of inverse of what we have now, where Sony has the more appealing exclusives.
Can we rank in like a year? Can we just rank the Xbox Series X and the PleStation 5 ones?
Yeah,
just,
I think
like,
I want an
addendum.
Yeah, we'll figure out something we want to do. Maybe we'll have the controllers in there too.
Because at that point, I'll probably have a Series X, and also I'm going to probably buy every single PS5 launch title at this point. So, like, I just canceled my Xbox pre-order for Assassin's Creed, and I'm going to get it on PS4 so I can switch to PS5.
I'm a PlayStation fanboy over here.
Hell yeah, man!
All right, PS1,
PlayStation, the PlayStation,
PlayStation,
PlayStation, PSX.
We got on US launch September 9th, 1995. Battle Arena Toshinden.
Good game.
ESPN Extreme Games. Kalik, the DNA Imperative.
Oh, I've seen that game before. I've seen that like a thrift store once. I was like, what the fuck is Kalik? What the fuck?
I don't fucking know what that is. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Power Serve 3D Tennis. The Raiden Project. Rayman. Ridge Racer.
Rayman, the original is great, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Street Fighter the movie. Kino. It literally has movie in the name.
Yeah. Actually, I heard that game's not too terrible.
the Saturn version's good, but
is it the Saturn version? Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, Total Eclipse Turbo.
Was that the word of the 90s? I feel like it was.
Turbo Extreme.
Like the Power Rangers Turbo or fucking.
Yeah.
That's like two things, but whatever. It feels like it was.
Turbo buttons being big.
Turbo button. Yeah, there you go. Turbo something else. You look it up.
I can't say anything about this so far.
Battle Arena Toshinden is a great game.
That's a
game.
Cool launch game. That's
a great one, especially if you bring some friends over, if you have any. Just have a good time, even though it's not as good as Bushido Blade. I was gonna say Bushido Blades as
Bushido Blade is pretty good. Yeah.
Bushido Blade is great. I wish they made a new one.
the other two that really stand out are Rayman, which is a pretty decent.
I think that's a great game.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It was really hard though. I mean, it's a damn hard game.
Is the Ride On project the Ride On
The
like,
Raiden
shooter?
series, yeah,
I
the
never played those.
shmup. They're
I never played.
fantastic.
Yeah, I heard they were good. Ridge Racer was great for the time.
Ridge Racer.
Yeah, Ridge Racer is great.
Yeah, I think that's why I stopped making Ridge Racer games. They just know that meme's gonna come up.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it.
That it was associated with the PlayStation 3's launch price, though.
So
I think it's
yeah, this is kind of like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of middle of the road launch. I don't know.
It's kind of a lackluster one. Like,
Yeah.
for as strong of a console as the PlayStation 1 is, like looking at the whole library, it's didn't have the most impressive lineup.
Yeah,
it
had
good
3,
games.
I would say, really good games. Because even though NBA Jam Tournament Edition is not the best version of that game, it's still NBA Jam. It's a good time. No, 4, I guess. Well, 3 great games, 1 fun game, and then everything else I haven't really played. So the 3 great games: Battle Arena Toshinden, Ridge Racer,
And Rayman.
and Street Fighter, of course. No, Rayman. So
Yeah.
I'd give it a low B.
yeah, I'd say that. Like it's a pretty small lineup too. So and I can't speak. We could say like it was shitty, but who knows? Power Serve Tennis might have been great. Raiden Project, you said it was great.
Yeah.
Total Eclipse Turbo might be great. I don't fucking know. I have to go by.
I have it on
played.
3DO, but I haven't played it on PlayStation.
I have to go by what I played and what I know of. So like when it came to Wii, I knew that a lot of those games were shit because I played them before. But I haven't heard of any of these. I guess I could look right now. Let's see.
Most of them are not too interesting. Like you say Raiden's a shmup, and Total Eclipse Turbo is a shmup, I believe.
Yeah,
But,
it's
yeah, that's what it looks like right now.
And also like a healthy amount of
be.
2D games on here, surprisingly.
Which
is weird because like half of these games are 2D.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rayman Street Fighter is kind of, I guess.
Like for the time, the
Battle
only,
Arena Toshinden isn't.
Yeah, Toshinden and Ridge Racer like the only like 2 like whoa tech demo-y kind of launch titles, and those are good games.
I think that Khalid game is 3D, but I don't think anybody played that.
So I'm like straddling the line between high C and low B because like if I played at launch, I would definitely play those games, but I don't know if it would hold me over.
I'll say low B.
This needs like a jumping flash or something cool like that.
Yeah, jumping flash.
All right,
That's
Jumping Jack.
low
You mean
B.
Jumping Jack.
David said B.
I'm gonna say high C because there are a few games that came out around that time that I think could have been
fine.
Whatever.
All
All right, PS2, baby.
PS2.
All right. Now this one might be a little controversial. I don't know. A lot of people actually dog on the PS2 launch lineup because the Dreamcast was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we can make the Dreamcast happen because the PS2 launch lineup isn't that great. But let's get into it, bros. There's a decent amount of games here, so let's go over it. US launch, October 26, 2000. So just over 10 years.
Yes.
Armored.
No, wait, no, 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
We're fucking old.
I'm agreeing with him. I'm like, wait, what?
God, no.
This guy's an idiot. This guy's a silly.
Well, I wish it was only 10 years. God damn. All right. Armored Core 2.
All right.
Supremo mech game.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore.
That's a good
Great
game.
fighting game.
That was the first one I played. I never played the original.
Dynasty Warriors 2.
The first
Damn,
one of the
was this made for
Pokemon.
Was this made for fucking David? This launch lineup?
Yeah.
First 3 games are fucking David's
Hell
wheelhouse
yeah.
right there.
Including this one too. ESPN International Track and Field.
Of course.
Everyone knows
David,
them all
I don't
about
know
the
if you
track
knew
and
this.
field.
David was in the track and field. Hey, look, he's about to run. Look at him. That's him. Look how fast he is. God damn. I didn't even wait. I blinked. Where'd he go? Oh, here he comes back. His chair's moving.
I like to assume he went to his bathroom and pulled that out.
Dude, he was like Sonic. Dude, that needs to be a meme, man. He's
What is
bad as
he
hell.
about to show? Oh, is it gonna be a trackpad? Not trackpad.
Let's see.
I am all about the track and field. All right.
See?
Oh,
Yeah, he got that
power
power pad. Oh,
that-
yeah.
Hell yeah, complete in box.
That's not for PS2 though, so who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We also got ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding.
Good
We
for
got Eternal Ring, which, as a Kingsfield fan, it's all right with me.
it. Yeah, sure.
Evergrace, which is the last of the From Software PS2 launch games.
It's like 3 From Software games in this goddamn.
Hell yeah.
There are 3 From Software games in here. Hell yeah. Fantavision, which is the only
Hey,
published
fun game.
game.
Yeah, and a fun game. Not worth the money, but it was a fun game.
Well, now it's like worth jack
And
shit.
now it's worth like $2. So
Yeah, so.
Go get it.
Oh,
yeah, go get it.
I actually got this.
Yeah,
I didn't know this was a launch game. Gun Griffin Blaze.
Oh,
Which
is
is
that
a
not
mech
From
game.
Software?
It's Working Designs.
Yeah, no, I was just joking.
Madden NFL 2001. Midnight Club Street Racing. So the
The
first one.
beginning,
Yeah.
it was a good game. 2 is way better though.
Yeah, and 3.
And
NHL
pretty good.
2000, NHL 2001, Orphan, Scion of Sorcery.
hey, I used to watch the anime. I love that.
Hell
anime.
yeah.
Well, the first season. The second season sucks ass, but the first season of Orphan, great. The game,
I have it. I've never played it.
I played it. It's not. I never finished it, but I played it. It's okay.
Doesn't look that great.
It doesn't look amazing. That's for sure. Like at the
Cube-
time, I remember it looking kind of crappy. graphically.
Cue Ball Billiards Master.
Okay.
Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2.
I used to love the Ready to Rumble boxing games.
Yeah,
Those were
dude.
fun.
Where the hell did they go?
All right,
Dead.
Kyle, what's the next one?
Ridge
Racer!
Racer 5.
V.
V, yes. Silent Scope.
Mm-hmm.
Smuggler's Run.
Which was a good game. Rockstar.
Damn, there's like 3 Rockstar games in here
yeah.
too.
Yeah, From Software and Rockstar.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah, bro. yeah.
SSX.
Great game.
Yep. Street Fighter EX3.
Okay-ish game. It was fine.
Oh, I thought he was like.
I thought he was doing
Yeah,
a bit. What the fuck was that?
I thought it was a stroke. I was like, you're right, my guy.
Because I was about to call it a good game, but then I had to stop myself. Like, no, it's probably not a good game. It's fine.
I was like,
okay, Dave.
That was Voice Crack Supremo.
It's
Hell
Primo
yeah.
mode.
We got Summoner, which is a pretty decent game.
It's
Okay,
not
yeah.
bad.
I thought I think I have that actually. I have the second one. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I got
Sweet.
both of them.
Swing Away Golf.
It's like the predecessor to. No, actually, it's not because Hot Shots Golf started on PS1, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
What the fuck is Swing Away Golf?
I have no fucking idea. Tekken Tag Tournament, which is a pretty damn good game.
Pretty
game.
good.
Time Splitters.
That's a great game. Second one's better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Unreal Tournament.
That was an okay port. I never really. I played a little bit of it later, like not the original, but the 2004. But that was my first time playing Unreal Tournament. I remember it being fun.
Wild Racing.
The next game
And
sucks ass. Though.
X Squad, which
That
has
game-
dope ass music. It looks like a terrible game.
It
but
is a
has
terrible game.
dope ass music.
Sure, it might have good music, but it's a terrible game. I played that. I
that's
hated
fine.
it. I remember that
Alright.
was the game. Every time I went to GameStop, they would always have like a copy of that game for like $3. I bought it
Yeah.
one day. It was also a blue disc game, obviously, so it didn't really work well. And then by the time I got to work, it was a piece of shit. So it was like not even worth it.
So
Yeah.
wait, as someone never played any on the PS. Well, I played on PS2, but I'd never owned one. Blue discs just don't do that well, or what?
If you have
Blue
the
discs
laser, try
are CDs. So it was one of those things that they had a blue coating and it had like a weird kind of copy protection thing to make it read like DVD for some of the copy protection of the PS2, and it just worked weirdly. But if it's blue disc, it's actually a CD.
Here's why it works weirdly. In the fat PS2s,
The laser.
you put a blue disc in, it has to spin
That's
really,
fine.
really fast to read the data because it's a CD.
Yeah.
And since it spins so fast, like it actually like gets loose and like fucking like jitters around in there. So yeah, it's not great.
That's
Uh,
It goes
if
freako mode.
If you have a slim PS2 or a PS3, you don't have to worry about it though.
All right. So of all the games here, you could say Eternal Ring is great. I didn't like it as a kid, so did not like it.
Here's what I'm
But
gonna say.
I'm going to say this: Midnight Club was great for the time. Smuggler's Run was a lot of fun. SSX is great. Street Fighter, you said was all right. So I remember playing it, but I don't remember if I loved it or not. Tekken Tag Tournament is great. Tekken Tag Tournament is great. Time Splitters is great. Unreal Tournament is fun. So a lot of shooters and a lot of like racing games, it seems like. So
fighting games. Dude, here's what I'm gonna say about the PS2 launch lineup: variety. There's a lot of variety, which
I was gonna say the opposite, honestly, because it seems like a lot of shooters. I was gonna say a lot of shooters and racing
there's
games.
Fighting games.
RPGs.
Well, yeah, if you like garbage from software shit, if you like
Summoner's RPG.
Yeah, but where's my farm building game?
Our Evergrace has that.
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
It does.
No, where's Dark Cloud? How come that didn't come out day one?
Yeah, that is true.
Town Builder, baby. Kinda.
So
Dark Cloud was Kino.
It is. Here's the thing. There's no one standout thing, but that's the thing about the PS2 is it has so many interesting games.
There's a lot of variety, but for what I liked in this list, there was only 2 genres that I liked. So I didn't like Evergrace. I don't remember much about it, but I remember buying it for like $2 at GameStop and remember not liking it. Gun Griffin, I don't remember even playing. I think I have that game actually, but I don't remember playing. But Eternal Ring I didn't like, and everything else that I actually liked was either racing games or shooting games, like Splinter Cell. Time Splitters, Unreal Tournament. What was the other one?
X Squad.
No, not X Squad. That was a piece of shit.
Silent Scope.
I didn't play that. Was that it? Just those 2, and then everything else was racing games.
Yeah.
I mean, those are great games. What I said, but from what I liked, there wasn't a lot of variety for me. So
that's fair. But that's what I'm saying. I think there's a little something for everyone.
Sure,
agreed.
A little something for 4 types of people: sports fans, fighting fans, shooters, and RPGs.
Hell yeah!
Racing 5. So that's plenty of variety. I agree. Yeah. Just for me,
I more variety than some of the other things on this list. I mean,
of all those games, I only like 2 of those genres, though. So,
and there's actually some obscure gems in here too, which
I like Tekken Tag also. So 3.
Yeah, Tekken Tag.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. 3. There you go. You got a third genre in there for me.
Woo.
So, what's your rankings?
I think it's going to be because the games that are great there are like classics in my opinion. Or at least they're the start of a classic series, like Time Splitters, like SSX. SSX 3 is like probably my favorite alternative sports game ever, probably. Unless you count NBA Street and NFL Street. Would you count that? Because it's not really alternative sport, right?
No.
But it's like
alternative sport is like skateboarding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, but SSX 3 is like a 10. That game's so fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I like that better than Tony.
So an A, a B, and Kyle, what you got?
I'd definitely say A. It's like a decent A.
A for me, easily. It's almost an S, but it man.
If this had
there's so much good here.
If this had Metal Gear Solid 2 at launch, it would be an S.
Oh yeah. That'd be A.
Yeah. Because I think it was Chris that said, there's nothing that is a real standout title here. I mean,
of the pack,
Yeah, exactly. No. There's a lot of great solid things, and also what Chris said, there's a lot of beginnings to great series here. Yeah. This, Dynasty Warriors 2 is what started the traditional Dynasty Warriors formula. Armored Core 2 is really where the series began to hit its stride. Same with Dead or Alive 2. And there's just Tekken Tag Tournament, phenomenal fucking entry in the series. And I feel like it was what really helped to turn a lot of people into what the series could be going forward with the gens. So a lot of fantastic beginning of what things to come could be, but there's still just know that, if like Final Fantasy X or Dark Cloud or something like that was part of the launch lineup, that would have been an easy answer for me.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about Xbox.
No, GameCube.
What? Oh, they were going to do Xbox next. I'm not looking at it.
There's GameCube, then Xbox.
All right. Let me scroll the GameCube. Fuck.
All right. GameCube.
This is gonna be quick anyway.
I just want to say the Japanese launch for GameCube is sad.
It's shit, yeah. It's really shit.
All right, but US launch a little bit better. All right,
yeah, a little bit better. If you like shovelware.
Okay. Yikes. US launch November 18th, 2001. All-Star Baseball 2002.
Hell yeah.
Batman Vengeance. Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Dave Mira Freestyle BMX 2. Disney's Tarzan Untamed. Luigi's Mansion. Madden NFL 2002. NHL Hits with the Z. 2000.
I think that was like the street version of
Oh, really?
NHL. I think it was. I never played
Oh,
it though.
sorry, it's not 2002. It's
No, it's like the
2002.
Blitz. It was the Blitz series. You
Okay,
remember Blitz?
yeah.
It was
Blitz
the
2002 is such a fucking good game.
But this is NHL.
Yeah, I know.
Sadly, it's not here.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2.
Kino.
Kino.
Squadron 2, Kino. That's the best launch lineup. I mean, launch line. That's the best launch game.
Super Monkey Ball. Good game.
2 is better, I heard.
Yes.
2 is
Tony
the
Hawk.
best.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Not the best way to play that game.
No.
Still a great game though.
Still a
yes.
good game. Man.
Oh, absolutely. And finally, Wave Race Blue Storm.
I actually really enjoy that game.
That game was disappointing to me because it was the original's so good.
The original has more personality to it, but they kind of made it more like as the name would suggest, kind of like a more extreme version of it.
Yeah.
But I did like the environments a lot though. I still liked it a lot.
It's kind of like I don't know if anybody remembers the Amped games. It was like what they did with Amped 3. Like Amped 1 and 2, a little extreme, but not too crazy, you know. And then Amped 3 went all like crazy and colorful. It was like that, except the opposite of it, where Wave Race was like like fun and whoa, it had personality. And then this game, I remember just being kind of bland, but it wasn't a bad game. I wouldn't say that. But of this entire lineup, the best game there to me is Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2.
Yeah. Now, from what I've heard from people who played the launch, that game apparently looked amazing when it came out.
Yeah, it looked really fucking good. I didn't get it at launch, to be fair, but we got like a year later, I think. But maybe 2 years.
So I think that is definitely the highlight. Monkey Ball and Luigi's Mansion are like good launch games.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Luigi's Mansion 1. I said that
The
before.
Luigi's Mansion was a good tech demo.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the second one and the third one from what I played is better.
right, but you know, when you first play the game, I mean, man, there's a lot of polygons on this bitch, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, man.
And look at the way his nose like wobbles around and stuff.
Look at that big ass nose.
Fucking honker.
The rest,
Yeah,
I mean, I can't say much about Wave Race, but
I will tell you right here, I am not a big fan of Crazy Taxi, and I heard the console version
That
is
is the
not
worst
even
version.
close. Yeah.
oh, the
So
Dreamcast.
that-
Dreamcast version is where it's at because that's basically 101 for the arcade hardware.
I don't. Okay. Batman Vengeance is terrible. No big surprise, Dave. Dave Mira Freestyle BMX 2. I played Matt Hoffman. Never mind. I didn't play this. Disney's Tarzan Untamed is god awful. And I think that's
Dude,
all
the
I
movie
played
came out
besides.
like 4 years before, though.
Yeah, no, it wasn't for you. It was a PS2 game.
Oh,
The movie came out 2 years earlier, but
Still.
that game came out with. I played it on PS2. I should admit there. I didn't play it on GameCube, but I'm assuming it's pretty much the same game. It's bad. It's a bad game, but
and
I'm totally.
I think it was based more on the show that started. I can't remember because there was a show for Tarzan. Because there was already a Tarzan game on PS1.
I'll just look at some of these. I feel like I'm totally biased. I love Crazy Taxi. I love Luigi's Mansion. I like Wave Race. 29 Pro Skater 3. I played at Xbox, but that game is still fantastic. I played a little bit of Super Monkey Ball 1, but Monkey Ball 2 is where I would more talk. So those alone, I'll reel back the bias because I actually like those games a lot. So I'll put this in B. But that's kind of where my head's at.
I can still give it like a really low B because I mean,
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm a little B.
Games.
Rogue Squadron 2 is great. That's the best game here. There's a lot of bad things though here, man.
Yeah.
A lot of
Batman.
Batman.
Pro Skater 3, you really don't want to play that with the GameCube controller.
I don't want to play most games with a GameCube controller.
Yeah, that's true. You know?
Like, only thing I want to play with the GameCube controller is like maybe Sunshine. That's about it.
Monkey Ball.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Sure. Yeah, like really low B board rate.
And Wind Waker, and that's only because I played those games with the GameCube controller. So
Yeah.
but whatever.
What
How about
says
you,
you,
Dave?
David?
I'm gonna go with the controversial opinion here,
Yes.
and I'm gonna throw this as a D.
Ooh.
Oh, hey!
Fuck,
I
how's
was-
Crazy
the
Taxi
D?
is so much better on Sega's Dreamcast. It's not worth playing at all on GameCube.
How?
Luigi's Mansion is a tech demo at best. It's fine,
Hold on,
but it's
hold
not
on. Like,
a
what
fucking-
what makes Crazy Taxi so much worse on GameCube though?
I heard it's really not good on GameCube. So,
It's so much slower on GameCube.
but I don't
So much
like
slower.
it. Period. So,
C version, I think, right?
yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look right now.
Uh,
See what got on Metacritic.
Luigi's Mansion is not a good game. It's a fine tech demo, but just as a game, I would be pissed if that was like one of the primary things I had to fucking play on launch day GameCube. Aside from that, Rogue Squadron, I got no opinion on that because that's just not my style game. The
It's a
first Super
69.
Monkey Ball is good. The others in the series are
So
better,
already you
but
have at least
it's a
one good game, and you're putting it in D.
I have one good game out of everything else there.
Tony
and
Hawk
even
3
then,
is
it's not-
is one of the best games.
Yeah, but not on GameCube.
It's not diminished that much on GameCube.
Yes, it is, dude.
I disagree.
Well, let's see. Maybe it's fucked up on GameCube. That's happened before,
Hey, listen.
where like a GameCube version of a game is way worse. Like, look at Ghost Recon 2. You ever play
it's
that?
definitely the worst way to play that
No,
game.
not Ghost Recon 2. It was another game. It's really bad. I'm looking. To see
It also didn't have online support for Tony Hawk 3, which at the time was a big thing.
Of course.
I never used online play at all on Xbox.
Well, it's
I don't even think. Wait, I don't even think. No,
I
Tony Hawk
didn't
3
either.
does not have that, does it?
I
it
don't know.
has,
I think it was too early for that.
it has
Yeah.
like unofficial. It has like unofficial.
Oh.
shit.
Okay.
Unofficial. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
like it's
I was
like
sorry to back you, Kyle, but ouch. All right, but
Yeah,
no,
all
sorry,
right,
I-
all right.
I-
Hey. To be fair, hey, Pro Skater 3 on PS2 and Xbox, like a mid 90, I would say.
Good,
Mid-90s?
good fucking game.
Yeah, if you average it out, it's like a mid 90. But on GameCube, it's only a 91, so low 90. So
Dude, playing that game does not make sense on a GameCube controller. It just
and
does not.
GBA, by the way, Pro Skater 3 has a 90. So there you go, proving it once again.
Yeah.
Great game.
But no, there's nothing There's nothing amazing in this lineup. There's one
Rogue
good
Squadron.
game, but there's nothing. Rogue Squadron, I can't.
Even
barely judge
even
it's not
if
my
you say
game.
there's one good game, that puts out of D, I think, because D is literally like the best thing you had was Ghost Recon, and that was like
Say a low
good-
C.
it was, yeah, like low C.
We said that there was a couple things that were
Hey,
good
David.
on the 3DS, but
David, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be a B either way, so you might as well just say a low
Yeah,
C.
I know.
no, fuck that. I'm still sticking by my
All right,
D.
fine. It's still a low B anyway, so it doesn't matter. 'Cause it's
Also-
3 B's and a D, right? Overrides it.
Yeah, but I don't know how that's GameCube's online when it has a fucking at least a Tony Hawk game.
Also, that Tony Hawk game was. I mean, that was already on PS2 already.
Yeah, it was. It has better scores on PS2. I don't know what that means. If the GameCube one is
What's the
all
score?
worse.
What's the score on GameCube?
Well, it's a 91 on GameCube. So, but on on PS2 it had a 97.
Sure,
though,
that's
so-
fine, but it's still
No,
fucking 90.
No, hey, 6 points off. There's something wrong, right? There's got to be something wrong with it. Why would it be fucking? Something's off. Something's sketch.
It's
Something's
only
off.
got a 91.
It only got a 91. Hey, that's accurate when something gets a 97. So saying only got a 91 compared to a 97, that's a big leap.
Sure, but
That's a Resident Evil 2 remake compared to. a
but
Red Dead
even
Redemption 2.
even then, having 190 in your launch lineup puts it above D. I think is what I'm trying
Rogue
to say.
Squadron 2, I believe, has over a 90. So
For me personally, I just there's nothing that super stands out
Better,
for what
really.
I want to play.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron is 90, so fucking two
Yeah.
90s.
I knew.
That's-
Rogue
that's
Squadron
fine.
Kino, baby.
That doesn't
Kino,
matter.
Kino. But
I
that
already
Batman
said
game's
I
good.
can't judge Rogue Squadron. 'cause it's
Super
not
Monkey
my
Ball
game.
then-
87.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I said I like
Ball.
Super Monkey Ball.
Madden NFL 2002.
No, you
probably a
no
90.
verbatim. You said Super Monkey Ball's good.
Yeah, I like it.
It-
It's good.
I heard it
But
was
there's-
good.
2 was
I
better.
didn't hear it was that good. I heard 2 is way better.
I mean,
Either way, it doesn't change the fact that I'm still leaving it at a fucking D for
You're
It
a
doesn't
wild.
matter.
while.
It's still a B. It doesn't
It
matter.
is, but I don't understand the logic behind that D. Whenever you
He
just
doesn't like it. He hates it. He's a Nintendo hater. He hates Nintendo. He's a fucking asshole. All right, next console.
all right, the
Xbox.
Microsoft Xbox. So it actually came out before GameCube.
Halo.
Yeah. like barely.
Halo. Halo S tier. Can
3
we just
days
skip
before
that
the
tier?
GameCube. Holy shit!
Halo.
All right, Microsoft Xbox US launch November 15th, 2001. 4x4 Evo 2. Air Force Delta Storm. Arctic Thunder.
Why are you announcing like as if you're like some sort of like
Halo.
Halo, Arctic
Say Halo.
Thunder?
Fighting
Halo.
game announcer. Hell yeah.
Well, because I think we should just say Halo and give it an S and then move on.
Yeah.
No.
Cell Damage.
That
Dark
was a fun
Summit
game. Oh, Dark Summer was kind of fun. Anybody play that game?
is like it's
No.
like
It was like SSX, except you're like it's a spy espionage like thing going on or whatever. It's kind of fun. Anyway, good.
Dead or Alive 3.
That's a good game.
Hold on, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Dead or Alive 3 came
No,
out.
I'm looking at
or like the same time as Dead
I'm,
or Alive 2.
I'm looking at something coming up here. We'll go get to it in a second.
Bill Gates' favorite game of all time, Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah,
It has one fun mini game. I will agree.
it's got 2.
Yeah.
It has one.
Sumo and then
Whatever.
the Twisted Tower.
Twisted System, yeah.
Yeah, system. There you go.
Yeah, see, he knows the name, so I don't agree.
Halo Combat Evolved.
He's always wrong. So, Halo Combat Evolved, baby. It's the only game you need. It's the only game I got when the fucking Xbox came out.
Mad Dash Racing.
Yeah.
Madden NFL 2002. NASCAR Heat 2002. NASCAR Thunder 2002.
Wait,
NFL
what? There's
Fever
two?
2002. NHL Hits 2002. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. Really?
Yep.
Huh, I
Dude.
didn't know that was launched.
Next
That
one
was
too.
that's like the weakest Oddworld game, too.
Yeah, but it was all right still.
It was kind of boring. And
Sure.
after about 3 or 4 hours, I was like done
Sure.
with it.
Project Gotham Racing.
Kino.
Second one's better, but Kino.
Now, you guys are gonna laugh at this one.
Shrek.
Let me
Spoiler.
I just want to say, I've read a lot of articles about this game, and a lot of
You
them
would.
say this is the best looking game of the time. It was Shrek.
They also said that about the movie, but look at it now.
Yeah, well, things
It
change.
looks like dirty butt.
I just think it's hilarious that game was like the best of its time
I can't see how that looked better than Halo.
because
but
it
alright.
had bump mapping and deferred shading and all like this advanced technology. It was made by
Yeah.
DICE, so maybe that explains it.
Wow.
Test drive off-road wide open. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
too many subtitles.
This is the best way to play the first two games. Tony
Yeah.
Hawk's Pro Skater 2X.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
the one that confused me.
That's-
Why the fuck did 3 come out on GameCube and 2X launched on Xbox?
Well, 2X is an updated version. And it's,
yeah,
and,
1 and 2.
and 2 is a better game than 3, I think.
Whoa.
I don't know about that, but still, that is
2
definitely
is the one I play way more than fucking.
that
3.
is the best way to play those two games. And Trans World Surf.
This
Trans?
is a pretty good launch
Trans
lineup, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really solid launch lineup.
Yeah.
Well, it has something for everyone, like IGN would say.
it has a little something for everyone.
I know all those sports games are pretty good because I actually play NFL.
What the
Fever
fuck is the difference
the
between? Oh, I'm gonna go look. What's the difference between NASCAR Heat and Thunder?
The one's the one. It's like the red.
One's
It's like Pokemon Red and Blue. You have different cars in each one. I bet
One-
that's exactly it.
One published by Infogrames, the other by Electronic Arts.
That's the difference. It's the same game except it's just different.
So there's 2 people who want to put their NASCAR games at launch.
Yeah. But they're both like I don't know.
That sounds like some Pokemon shit, right?
It does, right? Heat and Thunder, like that's close. That'd be. I don't know.
They probably work together on
Whatever.
that. Hey, you want to make it sound like Pokemon?
Yeah, man. You'll have some cars. You'll have Dale Earnhardt, and we'll have I don't know some other guy. Fucking I don't
Jeff
know anybody else.
Rogers.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Fusion
Jeff
Frenzy is still a fun game, even though there's like 2 standout mini games. I think it's still a fun game in general.
I never
Um,
loved it, but
Halo, nothing needs to be said about that. Project Gotham Racing is fantastic.
Dead or Alive 3, hell of a game. Hell of a
Mhm.
game.
it's great. Now
Cell-
that game,
Cell Damage.
You
That
say,
game
you
looks fantastic.
say Shrek is the best looking game, but I feel like Shrek doesn't have some assets. So
Are you
They're like-
kidding me? Dude.
Are you- Oh, Donkey? You like Donkey? You think he
Donkey?
looking good?
Oh,
How good? Hey, question: how good did Donkey look? That's the question.
I don't think
See,
he's in the game. See,
He
here's the weird
outright
thing.
looked like Eddie Murphy.
He's
I'm
not
sorry.
in the he's not in the game.
Donkey's not in the game.
Dude, that game is super weird. It does
This is
not
the
follow the
savior?
movie at all. It does not follow the movie at all.
This
It's
is your
really
Messiah?
fucking-
Can't even get Donkey right.
Dude, it's such a weird game. I'll tell you that.
Cell damage.
Bye. Cell damage is whoa. Hey, what's up?
Kyle, pull your pants up.
Kyle's got some self-damage. Goddamn.
Kyle,
Put
you...
your goddamn pants up. Wait, do you have a complete with the book though? That's the question. Hell yeah! Look at that complete game. All right, CIB baby.
Oh, look at this screenshot.
Oh wow, he looks just like Shrek. How did they do that? Is that Mike Myers? All right. Yeah, some great games, some not so great games, but some fun ones. A lot of variety. I give it a low A, honestly. Halo is really
Halo is
really
what
good.
carries the fuck out of that.
He just broke his phone.
There's still some cool games if you're not into Halo, but you know,
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
It's a fine launch
Cell
without
damage-
Halo, and Halo just fucking elevates it.
Cell damage was fun.
if I need a game.
Cell damage was fun.
Yeah,
And,
and then multiplayer Halo, like this gave you a reason to want to just hang out with all your friends and bust that out and do some LAN parties if you can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I also put this in very very low A. It's like almost upper B, but Halo, like I said, I think lifts that up to A.
I would give it a high B for sure.
I bet you would, fucker.
David,
Anyway, next.
David.
Hey, yeah, I'd give it an A.
All right.
Hey,
Now that I have experienced Halo, I'll say I'm comfortable giving it an A.
let me go
Oh,
with 360 first. Let's do 360 first because that came out first.
Okay. Well,
well, we did Wii, and that came out after all.
Yeah, well, we were doing
All
the unorganized list.
all right. Xbox 360 US launch November 22nd, 2005. Amped 3.
Oh yeah,
Call of Duty 2.
great game.
Condemned Criminal Origins.
Great game. Might be the best game of that lineup.
Yes.
No, come on. There's one that stands out above the rest in this lineup.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
FIFA 06 Road to FIFA World Cup. Of course.
No, I know what he's talking about. It's coming up later.
Gun.
I love Gun. Which that just sounds like broken English.
I love Gun.
I love Gun.
Oh, good. All right, Kyle. Read the most Kino game on this list.
Chinio Elements of Power.
Why
No,
was
I thought
that wasn't very memey. That was an alright game.
Cameo.
that was a alright game.
Yeah,
I
that was
liked it.
alright. It wasn't.
Rare game.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna mean something else.
Funny, you know what's funny? Besides Conquer, no rare game is actually rare. What the fuck's up with that, man?
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this: Cameo is the better of the two rare launch lineup games.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's fair.
for sure.
Reasonable.
Well, Cameo at least was its own IP, so even if it sucked, at least it didn't curb stomp a great fucking N64 game.
All
It's
right,
a fucking push.
Madden NFL 06, NBA 2K6, NBA Live 06, Need for Speed Most Wanted, NHL 2K6,
Good game. I was gonna say.
Perfect Dark Zero.
Ooh.
Yikes!
I didn't hate it at the time, but just looking back at it, I'm not a. I don't know. Every time I think about it, I'm like, you know what? That game can't be that bad. And then I like look up gameplay or just see like other people talking about it. I'm like, yeah.
No, it was pretty bad.
That game fucking sucked. If you're a fan of Perfect Dark 1, it's just like fucking. I don't know. Like Joanna Dark didn't even look anything like Joanna Dark. She looked like it sucked. Anyway, the next game's better though.
Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie.
I could trim that title down, but that game was great. That game was terrifying when you have to run away from like a T-Rex and shit as a human. It's good shit.
I'm glad
Yeah,
they gave it backwards compatible, but I got to get it.
Yeah, it's rare. Well,
Yeah.
not rare. It's
A
valuable.
little expensive. It's like $30, right?
Yeah, it's a good game. Really good game. I love that there's like no UI too. It's really good.
You know what I found out recently? The guy who made Rayman directed that game.
Yeah, and the guy who did Rayman is you know who? What else he did?
Young and Evil 2.
Well, he did.
That's
Well, he's
not
not
real. Come on.
He's not doing the second one anymore, but he did the first one.
Project Gotham Racing 3.
Great game still.
Quake 4, not a good game, but
I don't agree.
Oh,
It was like the Doom 3 of the Quake games, and I didn't mind it.
Oh man,
It
I liked
wasn't amazing, but it was.
I wasn't like the biggest
Fine.
Quake fan too, so that helped. So I only played the third game.
I'll
so
say this though, it had a Kino port of Quake 2 for some reason.
Yeah, there you go.
Ridge Racer.
I thought that was the game David was talking about earlier.
Dude, how many Ridge Racer? They always got to support the PS Vita or the PS Vita, the launch lineups.
The launch
Hell
lineups.
Yeah. Not a launch game without fucking Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Yeah, dude, such a bummer. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06, and finally Tony Hawk's American Wasteland,
which was the last solid Tony Hawk game, and then everything else was, and then
it was starting to go downhill a little bit already. But yeah, I mean, it was still mostly the same game.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't. I remember American Wasteland didn't have the same, like Underground 1 and especially 2 go like way over the top, and I don't know why. I remember American Wasteland kind of just not. It might have been over the top, but it wasn't.
They tried to tell like a serious story, like kind of.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind a remake of the first Underground games, and then that if they could.
Yeah,
and then that'd be way too hard to do compared to Pro Skater though, because Pro Skater's just like do the missions, fuck you, and then the other ones are like Underground's like, hey, do missions, like actually missions in the missions, and there's like side missions, talk to people. It's gonna be a little harder to do. So
yeah, well, yeah.
All right, of all of these games, I'm just gonna mention the ones that are actually only on 360, that are good. Condemned, great game. Call of Duty 2,
PC.
It's on PC. I know. I'm talking about consoles though. Call of Duty 2, great game. Loved it. That's how I played it. Condemned is fucking terrifying. It's great.
Great game.
Cameo is fine. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's a fun little platformer. It's like the predecessor to Knack.
Yeah, it's like Knack Zero.
It starts with K also. So I don't know.
Knack Elements
about
Power.
But we didn't talk about on Xbox One. You also had Killer Instinct. I actually forgot to mention that. Too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I really can't remember that much.
Killer Instinct was great, but Cameo, fun game. Need for Speed Most Wanted was actually a great version of that game. I know it was also on PS2, but I just wanted to mention that one because
it's only in HD. Only way to play a game in HD.
There you go. Thank you. King Kong was great. I thought that game looked incredible for the time, playing as both Jack and the monster. Was really
best version of that game too.
Yeah, the DS one's definitely not one of the best ones. Probably Got the Racing 3 is great. I like Quake 4. I never played Ridge Racer 6. American Wasteland I played on, I think, PS2, so I can't really comment. But solid game. Some really good ones. A lot of different stuff, too, which I have to give them credit for. Because Condemned is a horror game. You don't usually see horror games being a launch game. And that game, at the time, when it comes to lighting, that, like, rivaled Doom 3. And Doom 3 was still new at the time. So it was like it rivaled it. And that was Doom 3 was on a console too, but that was like rivaling the PC version of Doom with its lighting. It was really fucking good looking. And I would say King Kong was also kind of a horror game at times too. It was fucking terrifying. Great racing stuff, some good shooters, I think. A solid lineup. Two rare games. One okay, the other one shit all over the franchise. But still a solid lineup. I give it a low B though, because Perfect Dark Zero was not great, and there's a lot of ports here that didn't feel too different than their PS2 and Xbox original counterparts. I would say, Gun looked almost exactly the same.
Man, I know we're just taking into account the games and not like the console experience, but since this was the first one with a unique interface and all that stuff, at least one that was not just super basic. I mean, goddamn, it was fucking really cool to experience that. And these first one that achievements, and all this stuff. And like I wasn't there for the launch of 360, so I guess
I was there watching the actual MTV thing in May that year.
Wow.
When they showed the MTV, the reveal for the 360. What?
Yeah. With Elijah Wood.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, but
I think one thing oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think this is a solid B. I think it's pretty damn decent.
I only say low B because the two big games weren't the best games on there. Like the ones that were hyped up, because Cameo was hyped up. Like it was really hyped. Like you bought the official Xbox magazine.
They were really pushing Cameo.
Project Dark Zero or fucking Cameo would be advertised over and over again, like talking about like these are the games you want for the console, because they bought that they paid that Rare money a few years earlier.
You know
so
what's funny?
like,
I just realized. I mean, we weren't really counted Rising 3, but Xbox likes doing a lot of horror games. I think at launch or around launch, huh?
well, yeah, not this time, but
Around launch, I guess, with Medium next month.
Dead Rising 3 is technically a horror game, so yeah.
And then you got Medium coming next month, but that's
It's
not now.
in the genre of horror. Technically, it's fucking. So.
Yeah, I can get with low B. I think these are all pretty solid games.
Yeah.
Well, except Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
The thing I was going to bring up is we actually forgot that where we were counting digital games, Xbox Live Arcade at launch also had a pretty decent lineup. We had Bank Shot Billiards 2, Bejeweled 2, Gauntlet, Geometry Wars, Retro Evolved,
There you go.
Hardwood Backgammon, Hardwood Hearts, Hexic HD, Joust, Mutant Storm Reloaded, and Outpost Kyoki X.
Outpost is actually pretty good. I like Outpost.
Hey, Geometry Wars and Bejeweled 2 and Hexic HD.
Hell yeah.
Geometry Wars straight up just like lifts that up to like high B, I think.
Probably B. High B.
I don't know about that.
Geometry Wars is fucking great.
I
I mean,
yeah,
that series that's gone into kind of.
I think again. So taking then the aspect, the reason why I'm giving that a higher thing is I think that Geometry Wars along with Hexic and Bejeweled gave consoles something that they don't really have anymore, which are bite-sized experiences. You never really got that. Like if you're buying like a full $50 game, you're getting like, oh, here's a puzzle game and here's like 3 others. You never really got like the small bite-sized game that you want. So it was like kind of it was a weird but really cool experience jumping from, I don't know, whatever, Cameo into hopping back into playing a little bit of Hexic, into playing like Bejeweled, into hopping into Call of Duty. Like it was kind of like a really cool like back and forth that I think is actually probably not really thought about. That's why I'd bump it up higher than just like, oh, it's a good game, so above it B. I think that the fact that you're bringing in bite-sized experiences brings it up even higher.
Right. Sure. I'd say B, high B, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's still B. So.
I don't know how it goes from low to high, I guess, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, because there's 3 games there that were great that I spent a lot of time on. So
3 games again, and
I think Bejeweled is a great series. Too.
And again,
I really liked Hexic. Hexic was a lot of fun.
Hexic is good. But again, it's the fact that it's a new experience of bite-sized games that you can play in between everything else.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry,
That's
something completely else.
Yeah, I can tell.
Sorry, I was looking at the PS3 launch lineup.
PS3. I really want to do.
All right, the PlayStation 3 US launch.
Yikes!
So after I read these, there are two PSN games. So we'll get to those. But anyway,
start with those. Start with the PSN.
Right. They are not PSN. Blast Factor and Cash Guns Chaos.
Never heard of them.
Wow. All right, don't even fucking factor that in. Jesus Christ. US launch November 17th, 2006 for $599 US, of course.
$599 US, $60 a pop. Let's go.
Call of Duty 3.
Okay.
Genji Days of the Blade.
Oh, Attack the Crab's butt or whatever.
Attack the Crab's weak point for massive damage.
Yeah, and this is based on real historical battles. My asshole. The original Genji is actually kind of good, but this game is not.
Features real-time weapon change.
Oh yeah, no other game has done that. I'm looking at Ninja Gaiden. They never did that.
Madden NFL 07. Marvel.
Wait, did Ninja Gaiden have that?
Huh?
Did Ninja Gaiden, the Xbox game, have that where you could switch weapons on the fly? Actually, I don't remember now.
I think they're just talking about compared to the first game.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the first game that much.
Okay. Madden NFL 07, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is not a great version.
Yeah,
of that
you also get free with 360 a year earlier, so
yeah, and it came with
actually,
Forza
I think it
Horizon.
might have been that year it came bundled actually.
Yeah. Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire.
Oh, fucking garbage.
Oh,
Goddamn.
shit.
Horrible fucking game.
Probably
Great
the worst launch lineup game maybe ever. Maybe.
It's up there. It's up
Uh,
there.
Yeah. Need for Speed Carbon, NBA 07, NBA 2K7, NHL 2K7, Resistance Fall of Man.
Their only great game.
It was a good game, but yes.
It was a really great game at the time.
All right, here's the last time we can do this one. Ridge
Racer
7. Which is Ridge Racer 6, but on PS3.
You know what's funny?
What?
This one and the last one actually matched up with like if it was like a sports game, because a sports game now would be 07. So this one's 07, kinda. It's just 7, and then Ridge Racer 6 came out in 05, so it would be 6, right?
Yeah.
All right, next.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour 07.
There you go. See,
Tony Hawk's Project 8, which was not a great Tony Hawk.
I kind of like the board flipping thing where it goes in slow mo, but I don't know.
Yeah, dude,
I'd rather it's just been a regular fucking Tony
they
Hawk game.
broke the pace of that game.
And also, they
And-
got rid of all the personality from Underground and shit. So.
And finally, Untold Legends Dark Kingdom.
Yep, which was the PSP game that they made into a PS3 game, and I heard it was shit. Never played it.
Man, that is a weak ass lineup.
Ooh, that's
DVD.
weak sauce. I mean, to be fair, they do have some exclusives. Just they're just all shit besides Resistance. Like,
Yeah, Resistance was honestly like a decent game, but it was like
it's a good
4
game.
hours.
For the time. I think it was longer than that. It was a really good game for the time. I thought.
Yeah,
Like, I remember going to GameStops and they would have a demo booth, and every time I played it, I was like, "This game's awesome." I wish I had a PS3 so I could play this game. And then I think I eventually played it. So it was a bad launch. Everybody knows that this is a bad launch. This is terrible. It's honestly horrible. And we can't really factor in the 600 because we're only talking about the games themselves, really.
I think
I feel like this one we
eventually,
kind of have to.
I think
like-
I think eventually we'll do a Ranksters kind of like just like what the launches was, because I would love to talk about like how Xbox One just fucking screwed the pooch too, kind of like stuff like we'd have to figure out a more elegant way to talk about that. Yeah, we'd have to figure out a way, but I definitely want to do something out like that.
Consoles. We could just talk about the consoles. Like we can rank consoles.
That feels like a Blue Rupees thing to me.
Did we rank consoles before? We didn't do that, right? We did controllers.
No, yeah, we did controllers, but I don't know. I had to figure out a way. If I can figure out an elegant way to do that, I would like to propose that for Ranksters eventually. But anyway, we talk about $600, but I don't know if necessarily that would
I don't.
factor
Yeah,
in.
no, but we're only talking about the games. Right?
We could talk. You can
like-
mention it. That's fine because we mentioned
Sure,
the
but I don't
UI
want it
being
to
cool.
really affect the.
It won't. You can talk about it. It won't.
What I was saying is for all the other ones, I wouldn't consider it, but this one, it kind of is something you have to consider because there's no good games besides Resistance, and some ports. Yeah, Ridge Racer, I guess, sure.
Well, that's important though, I will say.
Sure, whatever. But you have to spend 600. You have to find a PS3 at the time, and then you have a choice between shit game, great game, and then a bunch of ports. So it's like, I honestly, this is like a I don't want to say low D. They at least had one really good game. I'll just say D.
What was a good game again?
Resistance.
Was that
I
really
guess
good, or was it just?
Yeah, I thought Resistance 1 was very good. I think
I really like the Resistance.
I think most people would say the first Resistance is a great game, but
I can't speak on this one because I have like no history with any of this. So
I played Genji Days of the Blade. It's bad. I played Ultimate Alliance. I love that game, but it was bad.
PS3 version is not the way to play it. No.
Yeah.
It's not the way. I heard it was a very bad port. That's another thing we can consider. No, we can't. But just PS3, I guess. Just when it comes to ports, it seems like they always have like the shittier of the two.
Yeah.
360. So I'd only say we can kind of consider it because I'm assuming Call of Duty 3 probably ran worse than the 360 version.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah. I never played on PS3, so I don't know. And probably same thing with PGA Tour and Project 8, I assume, and all the other sports games.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah,
that's
easily
me
it's a D
assuming.
for me.
That's me assuming, though. So yeah, I'm gonna say D.
They did forget one launch game though, Talladega Nights on Blu-ray.
Hell yeah! Hell
Yeah.
yeah! Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Man, like I'm gonna say like bottom of the barrel C on that.
Hey, they forgot all the launch UMD movies for PSP.
Yeah, bro.
Spider-Man 2. The fuck?
Oh, and launching PSN with 2 Who Gives a Fuck games is really sad. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck those were. Like we at least like here's all our own shit. Fuck you. It's like this is like what the fuck is this? What is it again? I forgot what
Blast
they're called.
Factor and Cash Guns Chaos.
Maybe they're good, but I don't know. The Australian one had some good ones. They had Gran Turismo, the HD concept thing, Grip Shift, which was
Lemmings.
fun. Tekken Dark Resurrection, which was that PSP game.
All right.
Flow, which I heard was fun.
PS3 is a C.
I think it was a D.
Wait, no, yeah. David and Gore said D, and I said like low, really low C.
Wow. All right.
I don't see how low C, especially since you said Resistance is you didn't even like it. So
I do like Resistance.
You
Like, a
didn't
lot.
like it that much though. You said it was all right. You said
No,
it was all right.
I
multiple
said it was
times.
like 4 hours, which maybe it's not. I don't
All right.
know.
Oh, they don't have the
Sometimes it
distance
was all right.
system on
Next
there.
console. Moving on.
All right, the next console, the classic. I think it's the oldest
NES.
one on here. A Nintendo Entertainment System.
Alright.
Man. Well, these are all the black box games, as you may know.
Yes.
So let's get into it. The NES had 10-Yard Fight, Baseball, Clue Clue Land, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, classic, Excite Bike, Golf, Gyromite, Hogan's Alley, Ice Climber, Kung Fu. That's a cool game. Mock Rider, Pinball, Stack Up, Super Mario Bros, Tennis, Wild Gunman, and Wrecking Crew.
Man, can we just say for a console that has such an enduring and amazing legacy, it has a really mediocre launch. I mean, aside from Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, really, there's not I would ever really want to go back to play nowadays. Like
Kung Fu is a cool game. I like Kung Fu, actually.
it's okay.
Sure, all those
Ice
games are
Climbers
fun
can
for
be
the
fun. Ice Climbers here and there is not a bad little distraction. Same with Excite Bike, I guess. I mean, that was a fun thing to discover in Animal Crossing is playing that Excite Bike in the GameCube version. But man, there's not a whole lot in this lineup that's like, yes, this is an enduring thing that I can fondly look back on.
I mean, Super Mario Bros. Definitely carries the entire.
Definitely, but I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the Famicom disk system, like shit. We got all the Sega peripherals, but we don't have the disk system in there. And man, the disk system had a better launch fucking lineup than the NES itself did.
Well,
you
dude,
always have to curse, man.
the Famicom itself had 3 games, bro. So I don't know. It is a little bit better.
Honestly, most of those games I either have never played or I have and I forgot about them.
Yeah, there's not many exciting ones, but hey, man, like Super Mario Bros. Dude, that changes that fucking saved gaming, bro. I still think it's a great game. I still.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying, man, it's a one really great game in a sea of mediocrity. It's if we're looking at it from launch lineup, I mean that's again going back to like the Game Boy argument. You know, Game Boy didn't have a whole lot at launch, but it didn't need a whole lot at launch. It had a couple of really good stand-up titles and a couple other things to amuse yourself with. This had a whole lot at launch, but man, there was only one real good standout, and the rest was like. I put the I put the NES at like a very low B for me, just because there's some like I said, Excite Bike, whatever. I'd go back and play it. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I'd play it again. Ice Climber, same thing. But man, Duck Hunt, Mario, sure, I'm always down for some fucking Duck Hunt or Mario. But otherwise than that,
Stack Up, Rob.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Rob, good old Rob.
Hell yeah, dude, Kino.
Wait fucking 10 minutes for him to goddamn turn around and fucking do things for you.
I'm gonna be honest. Outside of Donkey Kong Jr. Math, the worst game on here is Ice Climber. Yikes!
I never liked Ice Climber.
I like the Ice Climber.
I
thought it was
never
fine.
liked it. Stupid ass.
I think Ice
dumb
Climber is
shit.
fine.
I don't like it.
Really bad. But you know, like
All right, what are you ranking it?
low B. I agree, low B.
They both agree. So shut up. All right, I'd say B too because of Mario. I remember baseball being pretty fun actually. I know everybody thought, "Oh, this is baseball." I remember.
Yeah, and I like sports games when they're simple, man. These are like
they don't get any more simple than
You get a fucking Rob. You get Duck Hunt. You got
Get a
Mario.
Get a pew pew.
That's a B.
You get a poo poo.
I got the poo poo.
I eat the poo poo, and they eat it like ice cream.
Is that a Sega Genesis?
Yep.
It's a Mark II.
Yeah, I prefer the look of the first Genesis.
The
Not only
bigger,
that,
wider
but
boy. I do too.
you should, especially if you want the best video out, you should be getting a Genesis Mach 1 that has the high definition print around the logo. That's the only one that properly supports component.
This is like what I would expect a nerd to say.
Hey, do you
No,
want
because
this
any other
pixel to look
model
really nice?
Genesis, if you try, well, no, backing up for a second. Any other Genesis model, if you try to use component out or RGB out, what will happen is that there's a weird audio buzz that just kind of goes through the audio feed. So you could only use composite with it. But if you're using the Genesis Mach 1 with the high definition graphics label variation on it, that does perfect RGB and component out.
This should be a workout.
This is the Wii Fit or Wii Invent or what's
Yeah,
it?
that's right.
Fit,
A
yeah.
raw workout.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, right.
Hey, if you make
I
it
don't know how
really
you-
fast, it could be a dance.
Billy Blanks, you make it work.
Hey, dude,
Anyway, let's get to it, Kyle. What's the list?
all right. Yikes! The Genesis launch. Yikes! But we're gonna have a good a conversation.
I hope not too long.
Yeah, we're at 2.5 hours.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
We might have to stop this.
Yeah. Well. No. Look, we only have 4 more, and then the rest. Here. Look. Here, we got 4 more, and the rest is perpetually what. Well, it didn't Dreamcast, I guess. And the rest is what David has to. David's speed it takes how long the rest of this podcast is.
Okay. U.S. launch for
Yeah,
Genesis.
for the next 3 hours.
U.S. launch August 14th, 1989. Altered Beast.
Ugh.
Last Battle. Space Harrier 2. That's a good.
I like Space Harrier actually.
Hell yeah. Super Thunderblade. Thunder Force 2, and Tommy
I have
LaForda Baseball.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. A bunch of shmups, a beat 'em up, and a little sport game.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yikes.
Nintendo does what Sega don't.
I think we have a very rational take on Altered Beast. The game is very bad, but
Thank you.
what is iconic?
I from your grave.
And I
That's
think
great.
stuff like that is cool enough to make me not like hate it or dislike it or anything.
Sure. I don't hate it. I just don't think it's a good game.
It's a great beat 'em up.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's so the controls are terrible. Do you confuse that with like Golden Axe or something? Like I don't.
No.
Like I just don't
Golden Axe
understand
is
how
good too,
anybody.
but
it's not-
I played Altered Beats like
Yeah.
on some compilation like back on the PS2. And I was
It's
like,
that
let me
6-pack.
try this shit. It was terrible. I thought it was so bad. It was so
style of-
bad.
It's
I don't understand it.
I love
Like,
Altered Beast.
and you could say like maybe it was a bad port, but it was like the whole fundamentals of the game fucking sucked. It was just like it was bad.
It's
I hated
definitely a
it.
slower beat 'em up. It's
No, I guess I
definitely
do
a much
hate it,
more
actually.
repetitive style.
I do hate
of
it.
beat 'em up, but it has a great aesthetic to it. I like what they were trying to do with it. I love the Altered Beast mechanic itself. There's a lot of great concepts to the game, and it's just I like it.
I like everything you said was
like.
like everything it tried to do. That's
Yeah,
it.
it was everything aside from
Like,
the actual
I like
gameplay.
the concepts. I like what it attempted.
Yeah,
I
so-
like the premise.
I would
I
say-
can appreciate it for the concept. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
but
love
that
Altered
love
doesn't make
I
a
love the
great game
concept.
though.
Beast. It's a great
I
game.
like. Hey, I love the concept of Mind Jack, but I'm not gonna say it's a good game.
Yeah, I
Like,
I like the concept of Darkest of Days, but that's a shit
Yeah,
game.
exactly. There you go.
I think
I like the concept of fucking insert any game contrast. There you go.
There you
I like
go.
that right there, but it wasn't very good.
okay. I have two things to say real quick. I think David means he likes it because it has a lot of cool style.
We know
Style.
what he said. We weren't.
Yeah, I heard
confused by
that.
it.
I heard that part. Yeah, but everything else was like the. All right, let's stop.
Anyway, we're wasting time.
I love that Darkest of Days got brought up twice.
Well, yeah, that was only because
Yeah, I got a review copy of that game, so that was a fun
I
time.
played it too. It wasn't very. I
That's
didn't
so
like
funny.
it. I've played worse games than Darkest of Days.
Man,
but-
this does not represent the Genesis at all. I don't think it's
Nope.
pretty damn weak.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
stuff.
a this is a
I think it's a high C.
high D.
No,
I like Space Harrier, but everything else I haven't played,
and
so I can't really.
This
I
isn't,
get that.
there's nothing stand out in here.
Base Harrier
But
2.
but if you haven't played any of it, I don't know if we can rank it. Right?
I messed
can't rank-
around with all these
I
at
only
some point. I had Genesis as my first console.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm saying this is high C. It's one of those things that there is some fantastic shmups. The biggest complaint about this
God.
Genesis lineup is the lack of variety. I will say that.
dude,
But at
it's
the same time,
and the lack of
it had
games too.
some fantastic fucking shmups as part of its lineup. I love Altered Beast. I don't give a fuck what
So
y'all
if you
say.
so
Altered
as you
Beast
as a person
My asshole.
are picking up a Genesis at launch, you're willing to say, "Hey, this is a really good lineup."
Hell yeah!
I would have been happy with Altered
Not
Beast
you.
and
Shut the
fucking
fuck up.
Space
You.
Harrier.
Shut the fuck up, David. If someone's walking up saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get this console," what was it? How are the games?
yeah.
Because of the lack of variety, I will agree. But
All
that's
right.
why I'm only giving it a C, is because
All right.
I feel it's middle of the road.
I played 2 of the games, so I'm gonna rank it anyway because I played Space Harrier and I played Altered.
I don't
fucking
know.
Beast. All right, but I like Space Harrier, so that goes up. But then I don't want. I keep saying I hate Altered Beast. I don't even think about Altered Beast that much unless someone fucking talks about it. And the only time I ever think about Altered Beast is Rise from Your Grave, and that's fun. But I don't like the game at all. So I'd say a high D.
I love Genesis. That's my first console. I have a big soft spot for that. None of this launch lineup is nearly as indicative of what represents Sega Genesis.
Sure,
It's
Vector
super
Man?
weak. And if this was like a launch lineup that I was playing back in the day, I would not have been happy with the console. So I'm putting high D. It's almost there. If it had like one more game, I would probably bump it up to C. But
If Santa
it'd be right there.
there.
I love that the Sega CD has technically a better launch lineup than the fucking Genesis. Ain't that some shit?
I'd say like really low C.
all right, C.
I guess it isn't.
Thanks,
Never
Kyle.
mind. You ruined it. Thank you. Oh, it's still lower.
Super Thunder Blaze.
No, leave it.
Yeah, no, you got it.
I heard Thunder Force is actually a good game. Though,
David gave it a
so-
high C, so I'll flip it up.
I heard Thunder Force is a good game, right?
Yeah, Thunder Force is a great.
I'm
shmup.
sure they're
I have
good, but that's
Oh, wow.
whatever. Anyway, we're
I
right.
have that game.
All right, 64 is easy.
All right, 64, baby. This was gonna be
Wow.
quick.
Nintendo 64 US launch September 29th, 1996. Pilot Wing 64, Super Mario 64. Boom. Listen, I
all
don't think there is a system that has a launch game where
So
literally
lean.
everyone who had the console had the exact same game, and that was
Which?
Super Mario 64.
No shit, you
Switch.
had 2 to pick from.
yeah.
Yeah, but everybody
Nobody
No
had Pilot
shit.
Wings, that's for sure.
and
Well, all
everybody-
right, okay. I know what he's saying, but you said there's no other console launch, but then you have the Switch, which nobody had anything else besides fucking.
Yeah, the attach
Zelda.
rate to Zelda was stupid.
Tetris?
You go on Switch day one and say you had a bunch of friends, you already had a bunch of people. Nobody was playing anything else besides Zelda.
I think what was
That's
it? The attach rate that weren't there more?
Maybe once you
wait,
switch
wait.
if they're kinky.
Am I wrong? Or I thought I could have sworn I saw where there were more copies of Zelda sold in the Switch.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was. At the time, there was.
Literally, the attach rate goes above and beyond.
Yeah. That's not really fair, though, to say because you also had Zelda on the Wii U.
Yeah, 4 people. All right.
Yeah, well, 5. The DSP had to buy one later once he bricked his Switch. But, so, which is true. Shout outs to him. Yeah, the N64 had 2. Pilot Wings, I don't remember liking on the 64.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember they kind of fucked
I
that
actually
up.
liked it.
I don't remember liking it. But Mario 64 is one of the best. So
I mean,
it's definitely way more quality over quantity this time. Even though half the games aren't great. I guess.
It's like fucking little Timmy. Please, may I have another game?
But the other half of the games is so good. Like one half of the games aren't good, and the other half is great. But that
The
one half that's
lineup was
great,
garbage.
really good.
It's a small piece of steak that happens to have an equal amount of like really good meat and fat.
Yeah. The one half of the steak is just fat. That's it. There's no meat, and the other one has a mixture of fat and meat, so it's perfect. It's juicy too.
This is a really interesting one, but I don't know. Where do you guys feel with this rank?
I'm gonna say C because it has a fantastic game, and then another one, another game, and there's not much to choose from. But I could be wrong. But N64 started getting a lot more games pretty quickly after launch.
Yeah.
Right? So
I think it did.
So once you're done with Mario 64 for the 88th time, you'll have something else to play. So.
All right, Kyle.
Yeah, I know some people might say like Series X has nothing with bright memory, but Series X is backwards compatible too.
You literally were just with 2 games on 64.
Yeah,
you can
play NES games.
You can smash that cartridge into the 64 as hard as you can, and then playing it.
Yeah. You go wiggle it around to see what new games will pop out of it, but nothing will. You'll just get glitchy Mario.
All right, ranking.
I said
C.
So.
Man, I don't think there's a game that was more mind-blowing of its time than Super Mario 64.
I can't give it a C just because of Mario 64.
It's the same thing with the Wii, except there's no fat.
But we have to look at
There's no nothing.
I get
we have
that.
to look at the games. We have to also look at the games that were available. I mean, sure, it's very limited, but we still have to look at them. And Pilot Wings, you said you liked. And Mario 64 is one of the best games ever. So
Pilot Wings was not good though.
He liked it though.
Fuck off! You can't say, "Oh,
AJ
look,
loved
Altered Beast is a great game." You know,
Altered
everything
Beast
they
is great.
everything they thought of was great, so it's great.
They tried to make a good game, so I love it for some reason. Like, fuck. The Quiet Man, I'm sure they tried to make a good game, but like, it's the worst game ever of all time. So,
I give it a B.
Oh, okay. Damn.
No, I would like to go higher because I fucking love Mario 64, and ironically,
I thought you were gonna go low.
Ironically enough, that people say that Mario 64 didn't age well, and I agreed with that too. But it still was so much fun. I had so much fun playing that on 3D
I'm
All-Stars.
sure playing that game on N64 is better than Switch.
Sure, but I have so much fun playing 3D All-Stars. Like, it's like, you know, when you hear a song for the first time in like a decade, you still remember all the words. That's how I felt playing Bomb on Battlefield. Where I was like, I jumped into that world and like I'm just running around every specific place. I'm like, all right, long jump here, go there. All right, there's the little teleport that brings you to the top. And my girlfriend's watching, like, oh, do you play this game a lot? I was like, I haven't played this game in like 10 years. It's just that ingrained in my head because of how memorable every single world is on there. But that's to talk about Mario 64, obviously. Well, it's have
so
to line
if
up.
once they make Pilot Wings All Stars, are you gonna be able to play the 64 version and just like fucking know exactly where to go? Huh? Dick bag.
There's a song on Pilot Wings 64 that sounds like a porno. Hold on, let me find it.
Don't wait.
I'll find it.
I didn't want you to keep going.
All right, so what is the rank?
Well, here's the thing. I think.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's more things.
Super Mario 64 is the best launch game I've ever made, so it gets a low A. And I hate the N64.
That's not true. Knack.
Yeah.
Knack, baby.
So 2 C's, a B, and a low A. So yeah, like B, low B.
How's it a B?
Wow.
Super Mario 64, hell of a game.
I know, but like that's it. That's it. That's all it was.
You fucking
you pay for a $300 system or however much it was.
Yeah, and no one fucking complained.
And you got Mario 64.
Everybody complains.
Everybody, yeah, exactly.
All right. Speaking of complaining, Wii U.
Wii U actually had a decent launch though.
It had a lot of games. I'll say that.
Not a lot of good games, but it had a decent amount of stuff. I had a couple really good games. I thought
ports. A lot of
ports, but they actually did something new, which I appreciate. Where like PS3 when they have a port, it's just like, oh, I guess the graphics are slightly better. But we'll get to it.
Can I interrupt really quick?
No, we can't.
Yeah, just fucking play it real quick, okay?
See you all right after this.
Can't hear anyone.
Can't hear it?
You got copyrighted while fucking doing an offline recording.
Can't hear it.
Let's
Yeah,
see
can't hear
if I can.
There you go.
There you go. We'll talk while it's going. Dude, make some porn noises.
Here's the porn noises.
Oh yeah, you like my big girth?
Yeah, go ahead and look at the send your comments to Gore the Movie God. Find out your favorite lines. Find me one that says, where one of the guys says, "You like my big girth."
My big girth.
All right, continue.
All right,
All right.
Wii U U.S. launch November 18th, 2012. We got Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition,
Yeah, you got an armored like electric suit.
Ben 10 Omniverse,
Hell yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2,
Yep.
Chasing Aurora,
Nah, that was an okay game.
Darksiders 2,
Okay.
Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2. Yikes.
Ugh. Yikes.
ESPN Sports Connection.
Keep reading these, Kyle. You got so many.
Oh. Yeah,
FIFA
ESPN Connection, by the way, we just talked about it the other day. That's like the lowest rated Wii game, I think, right? Or Wii
Yeah.
game or something. Yeah, it's like number 3 or something. There you go.
All right, FIFA Soccer 13, Funky Barn, Game Party Champions, Just Dance 4, Little Inferno, underrated game.
Yeah, great
Madden,
game.
Madden NFL 13, Mass Effect 3 Special Edition,
A pretty good version of the game.
Mighty Switch Force Hyperdrive Edition, good game.
Yep.
Nano Assault Neo,
Very good.
Yep.
NBA 2K13, New Super Mario Bros. U,
Solid.
Ninja
The best
Gaiden.
version. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Go
best New Super Mario Bros. For sure.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge,
Oh, the best version of Ninja Gaiden 3 also.
Nintendo Land,
That needs to be brought to
Ra-
Switch.
Rabbids Land,
Uh-oh.
Gribbleknots Unlimited,
Gribble Nuts?
Sing Party,
I love
Sky-
Scribble Nuts. Ugh.
Skylanders Giants, Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed,
Great
That
game,
was
I think.
fucking game.
Tank,
Pretty fun.
You did not say it right, man.
Tank.
Tank,
Tank!
Tekken
Thank you,
Tag,
booty.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U Edition, the best version of that game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yes.
Nope.
Can you play as Mario in the other ones? I don't think so.
Nope.
Transformers Prime the game,
I'm sure that was great.
Trine 2 Director's Cut,
Trying? Trying? Yeah,
Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper.
I'm sure he got fucking.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like hitting the.
I never played the Wii U version, but yeah,
Like,
Warriors vs.
oh,
3 is a
yeah.
good game.
Next, please.
Wipeout 3, Your Shape, Fitness Evolve 2013, and Zombie U.
Not a bad list. Some good
Lot of
games in there. And you know what? Reading that list again, I realized that a lot of those ports were the best versions of those games.
Yeah, reading
Yeah.
that list, actually, I was
That's
ready to
fine.
go into the Wii U saying, "Oh, that's garbage," but that actually was a pretty good list, I think.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right here, fucking Scribblenauts Unlimited, fun as hell game. I made a sick ass looking Stone Cold Steve Austin, because you can make your own guys and then put them up online. People could download it. It was fun. I loved Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. Thought that was fantastic. Honestly, that's probably my favorite kart racing game in the last since Double Dash. So,
Which
sorry.
one?
Sonic and All Stars Racing
Oh,
Transformed.
that was a pretty damn cool game.
I love that
It
game.
It felt like almost, in a very deep sense, a spiritual successor to Diddy Kong Racing, where like the cars were different, you know. And
sure. I thought you were gonna say something weird. Like
Did
it's
you play
almost
through
like
the
a
whole
Halo
story
game.
co-op?
You almost like control like a warthog.
yeah.
I haven't played. This game in a long
Shout outs to
time.
Funky Barn for having that Miiverse compatibility, which is the best Miiverse that year.
And hey, Funky Barn on I think Wii U is worth a little bit. So
Is it really?
it might be 3DS also, but I think it's worth like $30 or something.
Oh shit!
Last time I looked, it was
Hell
like
yeah.
around there. But like some of the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 supposedly was like the better looking of the
Oh,
three
Yeah,
console
it's
versions.
$25.
Arkham City Armored Edition was it was the same exact game. It ran just as well, but you get extra you just get extra abilities you can use. So Mass Effect 3 I thought was great. I love being able to control my AI team members on the gamepad.
The only thing
That was
that
cool.
sucked was the DLC never came to it, right?
Yeah, that was the only thing that kind of sucked. But I also had a version on 360, so
Yeah.
it was fine. By the time I was done with that game, I was like, all right. What else? Darksiders 2, I heard, was solid there. But the thing I want to say is Game Party Champions and ESPN Sports Connection supposedly are two terrible games, like really bad, like in the 20s and 30s on Metacritic. So never played them, but I heard they're terrible. But Little Inferno is great. Mighty Switch Force is great. Nano Assault Neo was really fun.
Tank was cool.
I don't remember liking Tank.
I actually like that one a lot.
I wonder what does that have as reviews.
It's not that good because it was a full ass game, and they started trying to get weird with it. Like they made like a free to play version, and like there's one really good mode in there that was like the standout of it. Going into it, also shout outs the reason I had Funky Bar was my Reddit Secret Santa gave me that game.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
Ninja Gaiden 3 was really good. They had way more blood. It was weird seeing Ninja Gaiden 3 and Zombie U as launch day games because Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge was like the way more violent version of Ninja Gaiden 3, and also Zombie U was very violent. And I still like Zombie U. I like the premise more. I like the game,
there you go, David. That's a good one to talk about. A good idea. Shout outs to the downloadable games too. Little Inferno, Nano Assault Neo, and Mighty Switch Force are all really good.
Yeah, those were pretty good.
I mentioned this.
Tekken Tag.
Of course, shout outs to the game that will start your diet off right, Sing Party.
Yeah, I was looking at Sing Party right when you said that too.
The Wii U diet commenced for a certain individual, and then it ended immediately after Sing Party. But
all right, that's actually more impressive than I thought it was.
Yeah,
we haven't really mentioned it.
I got the Wii U, basically the whole console's lineup. I mean,
when I got the Wii U, I was hyped. I was actually honestly.
I was hyped because I could walk into a store for the first time and find a launch console there, like 2 weeks afterwards. Like, oh, I guess no one bought it. What was I gonna say? Is fuck, forgot what I was gonna say.
That's what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Zombie U, best version. Play that game. It was actually a pretty cool launch game.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It was really cool that Mario.
Yeah.
Nintendo had two hard M-rated games.
Yeah, they got hard.
They got hard. Ooh,
we didn't really talk about New Super Mario Bros. U. I liked it. That was one of the ironically enough because I never bought too many new Super Mario Bros. Games. That's one of the. I think that might be the first one I ever completed to like completion.
It's sad that the coolest thing about the Wii U, besides the Wiiverse or Miiverse, whatever the fuck it's called, is the gamepad being able to like fucking do your own thing while you're playing with other people. And it's sad that they didn't utilize it that much because nothing.
You know what was cool about it was at launch when it worked really well and it was like brand new, so it had that like nice range. But then as it deteriorated over time, you had to like specifically like perfectly
that's
line
why
it up.
I wish like if Nintendo ever does another just home console, I hope they integrate Switch controls with it so you can do the stuff you did with the Wii U games. They'll never do that though. So Switch is the future for I think ever. So yeah,
so
Switch you're gonna get Switch 2, Switch 64. I don't know.
But I will say that coming off like a killer app, this doesn't really have it. It just has a bunch of just good games.
Really solid games.
It has the only killer app really would be I guess Mario.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really even call it that. So I was.
No, I mean it's a Mario game. That's the only reason why I would say that. I guess Zombie U was the big marketed one at the time.
Yeah,
that was the one that like they really want, like for a hardcore.
They were showing because
they were really targeting hardcore gamers with this.
And that was Zombie U was the best showcase of what the gamepad could do. Because like you have to look down away from the screen to like look at your inventory.
Yeah. And that's why they got all those ports of like Call of Duty and Darksiders and Assassin's Creed.
And that was when ports actually existed on a Wii U.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
No, Nintendo Land I think was a good launch title.
Nintendo Land is great. I think it's
had
super
a couple
underrated.
of fun mini games. Yeah.
I put this in low
solid
B.
Let's say
I'd say B. I'd say B, just regular B actually. I think there's a lot to choose from. I remember when I got the Wii U, I had a nice stack of games to play.
All right.
And I had a good time for that first month, and then after that, fucking went down quick.
Let's
like a turd in a toilet bowl.
Next two relevance, so we can let David have his talking spree.
All right. The Nintendo Switch launch lineup is not on this list. So I'm going.
All right, so let's do. So wait.
I think I can remember that one.
Let's do.
I have it right here.
All right.
No.
I was say, make sure it's a
All
complete
right.
list though, because some of these lists on websites are not.
I think I remember most of them because there's only like 6 or 7. But
Yes, this is the complete list, although it's not in alphabetical order, which is annoying, but whatever.
that's fine. Who cares?
All right. Nintendo Switch launch lineup. I don't even need to look at the date because March 3rd, 2017.
Yep. Same day as Logan.
Yes, which I
Oh,
saw.
yeah.
Logan,
Great
and
fucking day.
Yeah, good day.
I saw Logan at a mall, and then I played 1-2 Switch with drunk people. Even then, 1-2 Switch was not fun.
I saw Logan. Wait, was this what happened? I think this is what happened. I saw Logan, and then I went straight to the line to wait for my Switch because I didn't pre-order it. So
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Or it might have been a day later, and I was playing my Switch, and then I went to Logan. I'm pretty sure I saw Logan, then I went to get my Switch. Pretty sure that's what happened. I could be wrong.
All right. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
That's a Wii U game.
The end.
Yeah. 1-2 Switch. Shovel Knight. Skylanders Imaginators.
Treasure trove, by the way.
Super Bomberman R. Just Dance 2017. Fast RMX.
That was a good game.
Human Resource Machine. I Am Setsuna. Little Inferno. Snipper Clips. And World of Goo.
I mean, technically, that's not too bad. for
Damn,
when it
Tomorrow
comes to-
Corporation really went in on the Switch launch. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I bought all those games the same day, so I remember that.
Okay, so not talking Zelda aside, let's break down some of them. I'm easily the biggest fan of 1-2 Switch in this chat right now, so I'll just go and put that out of the way.
I just don't understand. Like, I get you had fun with friends, but you could say that about any fucking game. You have to look at that game objectively. That game is useless. You could do all those things without that game. That game does not read your movements in any way that's meaningful. It's just a fucking. It really is just. It's just like a thing that tells you things.
It's
That's
okay.
It.
So
There's no
it's,
actual
it's,
game.
It's the most equivalent to like a like, what do you call it? Almost like one of those kind of board games that make you just do something like, oh, do some wacky.
Dude.
But hold on. But every time it's easy to use if you have just the gamepad with you. You're really straight up just taking just the Switch like thing to you. You can put dock it down or put where you kickstand it somewhere and play it. It's hella easy for casuals, so if no one knows what the fuck they're doing, they can play that. And I think it's interesting that it's a tech demo. This is a tech demo / party game. You know, usually tech demos kind of work in like their way into like some sort of like AAA game, but they kind of went with the party aspect because the Joy-Cons do so much. I'm not gonna say anything. It's higher than like a C, obviously, but I think I've enjoyed everything that I've had with that game. I've had no regrets buying it.
I played that game once on launch day with drunk people, and it was a drinking game. Perfect environment for that. And even then, we did not have fun on launch day with the new machine.
Did you mention
And I
Snipper
sold
Clips?
it. And
Yeah,
I
you did.
sold the game the other day. Yeah, Snipper Clips is on there. Snipper Clips, I think, is honestly probably the best game on there for me.
Well, besides Zelda, obviously.
No, I don't.
Good lord. All right, well, I'll throw his opinion away.
Wow, Jesus
The
Christ! What
Zelda Nazis are at it again. Let me tell you.
What?
Zelda is so
Fuck you.
boring.
You could call us Nazis. What the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not a Nazi.
You must enjoy this game, bros. This boring.
Yeah, all those Nazis that call people bros.
Exactly.
I'm
I
a
mean,
Nazi
don't get me
bro.
wron, it wasn't the best Zelda game, but it's still a good game.
Well, it was one of the better ones for sure.
That's
It's one of the better.
These fucking
Yeah, I
guys.
know what you just said, right?
And Super Bomberman R was.
That's way worse than anything else you said so far.
As also, see, I feel like the Switch lineup kind of just appealed to me. That's why, because also as a self-proclaimed Bomberman fan, I also had a good time having.
dude.
Are we sure that the what do they call again? The World of Tomorrow guys, or what the fuck it's called?
Tomorrow Corporation.
Are we sure that those are launch titles?
Yes.
I don't remember
I was
World of
looking
Goo
up.
being one.
I remember it was close, but
I
I
remember-
because I bought them.
I remember the Human Resource. It was either Human Resource or Little Inferno. I don't think they all went up because that
Little
surprised.
Inferno was the Wii U launch title.
Yeah, that surprised me if they're all three. I'm gonna go look that up too. Either
Either
way,
it doesn't really factor into anything. No, World of Goo came out March 16th, so like 2
Okay.
weeks after.
Okay, so can't count that.
Either way, whatever. I mean, it was a Wii game, so whatever.
Yes, I like Super Bomberman R though. That was fun to play with various
Yeah,
people.
not worth $60.
No, it was definitely not worth
Or
60
50
50
or
bucks, but
it's 50, yeah, it's 50.
very much not. If it was a $20 game, I think that would have been super well received. Um, what else were we missing there? Fast RMX is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's a really fun
it
game.
tickles
I
the
never played
Wipeout itch you have, or
I
Wipeout
never
F-Zero.
I never played the original game on Wii U, but heard it was solid, so I played that one. And it was really fun.
What else are we missing?
Yeah, I don't have a
Skylanders,
list
Just
in
Dance,
front of
whatever,
me.
doesn't matter. Um,
Skylanders. By the way, that Skylanders on Switch is really rare. So
is it?
Really?
yeah, Imaginators.
Kyle, what else are we missing? Because you're the one with the list on that one.
Yeah, I don't have a list. I Am Setsuna was a fun little like throwback RPG. I didn't get too far into it, but it was fun. It was already on PS4 before, I think. So
Yeah, I got a Japanese import of it, and it was fine. It tried to kind of be reminiscent of like a Chrono Trigger kind of experience, but
most of their games are fine. The guys that make that Tokyo, I forgot what they're Tokyo something. No, silly Tokyo RPG Factor. I think that's what they're called. The studio that makes those, because they made Oninaki and Lost Spear and stuff. Most of their games are just fine. They're good. What else was there besides Zelda?
And Shovel Knight.
Honestly, it's not terrible. It's just one of those things where there's no backwards compatibility too. So you like,
yeah, no,
like with Xbox, again, Xbox this is your first Xbox. You have a whole 3 other generations of games to play.
It's wild because the Switch having 2 Game of the Year contenders in its launch year, it was still very much lacking the first year.
Yeah.
But with that said, I had a good time with it just because Bomberman and
I enjoyed
Bomberman and Zelda were like, ooh.
I mean, Zelda was just the only thing,
and that was available on Wii U, so it's kind of like you can't really give it 100%
but
the Switch.
I wasn't getting it.
Sure, no one really was, but I mean, you can't say it was like you know what I'm saying. I give it a B.
You can.
I'm gonna give it like a middle C.
I give it a low B.
I'd give it a C. I give it a I C. So it's still
same thing, but no different.
All right, Dreamcast.
All right, Dreamcast. Let's go. 9/9/99, September 9th, 1999. U.S. launch date. Let's go. Arrow Wings, Air Force Delta, Blue Stinger, Cart Flag to Flag.
There's so many games.
Expendable, The House of the Dead 2, Hydro Thunder, Monaco Grand Prix, Mortal Kombat Gold, NFL 2K, NFL Blitz 2000, Pen Triathlon.
Trying to read that shit.
Pen Triathlon, Power Stone, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, TNN Motorsports Hardcore Heat, Tokyo Extreme Racer, and Trick Style.
Fucking great launch lineup. God damn. This was a fucking beast of a launch lineup.
I'm gonna have a drink.
Little bit of everything. You had your horror, you had your fighting games, especially your fucking fighting games. You had some racing in there, you had some sports, you had your platformers. Hell of a fucking great launch lineup, the Dreamcast. God damn.
It was pretty good. I mean, Soul Calibur is definitely the highlight. I mean, goddamn, that's a hell of a game, and for the Dreamcast, it was amazing.
Soul Calibur is phenomenal. Power Stone is phenomenal. House of the Dead 2, fucking that is the gold star S tier fucking Kino game on that goddamn list. No, Sonic Adventure 1, I will slap you, kid.
Sonic Adventure, no, it's not.
Yes, House of the Dead 2 is easily the best fucking game in that launch lineup.
Typing the Dead is better, anyways. Mortal Kombat is trash. Goddamn.
Yes, Mortal Kombat Gold was broken garbage. Absolutely.
Pen Triathlon, I haven't played, but it looks fucking terrible.
Never even heard of that.
A racing game with penguins.
Hell yeah.
Blue Stinger, that's like a cult kind of game, right?
Yeah, it's a cult classic kind of horror-ish game.
And Sonic Adventure for the time was an amazing like tech demo, but it is a terrible game. I mean, really.
Yeah, Adventure 2, much better game, but
no,
dude,
hell no, absolutely not. I mean, for Soul Calibur and at the time Sonic Adventure was cool. And some of the arcadey style games, that was cool. So it gets a B for me, a solid B.
Fucking apps. Oh man.
There's a lot of actually NFL.
I gotta put this S tier. I know I gotta fucking Dreamcast for me is easily an S tier fucking lineup. Goddamn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but is Altered Beast on here?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Is it? Is there an Altered Beast game?
No,
on?
there's no Alter Beast.
Oh, it's almost like Altered Beast isn't a series because it sucks.
Well, there's one on PS2.
Shut up.
No one was.
No, it didn't get canceled or something.
No, it got released. It wasn't
In
great.
Europe
but,
only. I bet.
yeah.
It was. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
Yeah. There's
Dump
like
all your bullshit in Europe. They don't care.
if you like fighting games, or if you like fighting / arcade games, Dreamcast is pretty damn cool. The launch lineup.
Yeah, that's what the Dreamcast was. It was basically 1-to-1 with arcade hardware. It's fucking phenomenal.
Great game.
All right, so a B and an S, so it's an A.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Sega 32X.
I'm gonna
It's-
stay
it's
quiet the rest of this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Are you a little tired?
No, I have nothing to say about any of
He's
this.
got nothing to. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, Sega
What do you mean,
32X.
hold on?
Well, hold on.
You got to hold on for the
You,
Sega.
you might have played these games before, is what he's gonna say.
No.
'cause they're all.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all. A lot of these are just Genesis games that got a slight upgrade. So
Yeah, all two of them. Sega 32X, US launch November 21st, 1994. Doom and Star Wars Arcade.
So the
That's
32X Doom is still not the best console Doom. It was a damn good one, but still not a great way to play Doom.
The worst music.
Yes, agreed. And Star Wars Arcade on 32X was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. I'd have to go. It's the fact that there's real variety makes it even worse. But
It's a D.
yeah, I'd have to go D easily. Bottom D, right behind the 3DS.
Yep. All right, the
Hell
Atari.
yeah.
there it is. The elusive Doom.
Ooh,
I have one half of the 32X launch lineup right here.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also by the way, 32X, like compared to SNES, it was a little better, but Jesus, I mean, the Jaguar version was better than that.
Yeah.
Jag.
All right, Atari
Playing the Jag.
Atari 7800 has some games. US launch January 1986. Asteroids, Centipede, Desert Falcon, Dig Dug, Food Fight, Galaga, Joust, Miss Pac-Man, Pole Position 2, Robotron 2084, Exevious.
Hell yeah. Good
Dude,
fucking lineup.
Classic arcade games, bro.
Fucking Centipede you can't go wrong with. Goddamn Dig Dug you can never go wrong with.
Are these good
Galaga,
for it?
Kino, Miss Pac-Man on console wasn't the greatest, but it was fine. Fucking Robotron was all right. Xevious is okay. All in all, fucking good fucking solid lineup. Low B for me, easily.
Low B as well. And Gord, they were like pretty decent ports. I mean, they were like way better than like 2600.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Whatever.
the NES. All right, Atari Lynx. Now let me tell you, I've not played any of these games, so I guess I can abstain. But I will say that the U.S. launch, October 1989, of the Atari Lynx, Blue Lightning, Electro Cop, Gates of Zendocon, and California Games, not very hot.
No, California Games, not a good port in the slightest. Blue Lightning, not a great game either. All in all, really, the Lynx lineup was just not good. They were all ports of basically games you'd find on the Jaguar or on other consoles all around. And the screen was a weird aspect ratio, too. It was like 5:7, if I remember correctly, or some other weird fucking aspect ratio to it, which did make the games also really hard to fucking play for some of them. But no, all in all, I think Electrocop was probably the only one that was published specifically for the Lynx, but it's the only one in that one I haven't played. But yeah, no, I got to go D for that lineup as well. Not a good lineup.
Where in D?
Lower than 30.
Yeah, lower than 32.
I mean, at least that had two.
Rondi.
All right. This is the worst launch lineup ever. Atari Jaguar, US launch November 15th, 1993. Cybermorph and Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. F tier.
Weird.
And I have played Cybermorph.
Yeah. Where did you learn to fly? Is that game?
Yep.
If that is not an F, I don't know what is.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there.
There's no Mario 64 in that one.
Oh, Cybermorph.
There's no
Cybermorph
Doom
is
in that
hot
one.
garbage. And Trevor, I haven't even played, I'll be honest, but I can't imagine it was that great. Looking at the cover,
and
it
see if
looked
it was
fucking
bad.
horrible. But
Look and see if it was bad. Look right now.
It's a
Someone
space
look.
shooter.
So.
EGM gave it a 4 out of 10.
All right, there you go.
Hell
Put
yeah.
enough. Put enough then.
Yeah, that is.
Definitely.
EGM's trustworthy.
All right, the Game Gear. I don't think I've.
I
ever...
like Game Gear actually. I have a
Game
full
Gear.
working Game Gear with like a pack of games. I have two also, but one doesn't work. Which they're really easy not to find not working. So
yeah, the capacitors in those are pretty garbage.
Yeah.
But what was the launch lineup?
U.S. launch April 26, 1991. Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse.
Okay, I have that one.
Columns, which is a good game.
Yeah, it's a good portable game.
G-Lock Air Battle, Psychic World, Revenge of Drancon, and Super Monaco GP.
Did you make up all those last ones?
No.
Super Dramco? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
And the battle for Craigmore. It's a game I just made up.
No, Second World's a fun little game. Columns, absolutely fucking great puzzle game.
I played that.
Castle of Illusion was an okay port. It was fine. Again, more so just hindered by the hardware limitations of the Game Gear. It was basically a fucking Master System console or analyze and terrible screen as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But oh no, I'd put it at a. I'd put it at a low C, maybe high D. It's not a great lineup, but there's a couple good standout games in there. It's fine.
Put a low C. Put a low C.
Yeah, that's a low. I would probably give it a low C. I have actually played Game Gear Columns. Yeah. All right. Turbo Graphics 6.
Fucking Kino.
Ooh, U.S. launch August 19th, 1989. Alien Crush, China Warrior, Dungeon Explorer, Keith Courage in Alpha Zones, Power Golf, R-Type, The Legendary Axe, Victory Run, Vigilante.
Hell yeah. Alien Crush, Dungeon Explorer, R-Type, Legendary Axe, all phenomenal fucking games. Simply fucking great games. The Turbo Graphics is one of the most underappreciated fucking consoles. I goddamn love my Turbo Graphics. A lot of just arcade perfect games and a lot of really creative games on that fucking console. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sad that it looks like it also is combining the CD-ROM add-on with it, which granted still only adds 2 fucking games, Fighting Street, which is Street Fighter 1, and Wonder Boy 3, which is still also a really good game. But man, all in all, I fucking love the Turbo Graphics. PC Engine is my homeboy. I'm gonna have to go though with probably a B. I'd go a B with this launch lineup.
Are those games rare? The CD ones?
The CD ones, yes. Honestly, most of the Turbo Graphics has become very expensive to collect for.
Yeah.
There was a point where it was dirt cheap. You could get fucking Turbo Graphics games for like $5-10 a piece. And all of a sudden, in the last like 6-7 years, I think some YouTubers started doing a lot of videos on them, and then just prices
Metal
start
Jesus
spiking.
Rocks or somebody. But
Pat the NES cock.
Pat the NES dick. Yeah.
All right. Neo Geo Pocket Color. U.S. launch August 6, 1999. Baseball Stars Color. Biomotor Unitron. Bust a Move Pocket. Crush Roller. Fatal Fury First Contact. King of Fighters R2. Neo Cherry Master Color. Neo Dragons Wild. Neo Mystery Bonus. Neo Turf Master.
Stop saying Neo.
Shout out to Neo.
Yeah, Neo GameSpark.
You say it 3 more times, it's gonna show up in this podcast.
Neo GameSpark, and he shows up. Let me tell you about my favorite waifu. Oh no!
Hell yeah!
He's gonna talk for 5 hours.
Pac-Man Pocket Tennis Color Samurai Showdown 2.
Samurai Showdown 2, a
That's
lot of
horrible,
fucking
man.
fun on that handheld. Fatal Fury, First Contact, okay game. Granted, I'm not a big fan of Fatal Fury to begin with, but for a portable handheld version, it's fine. Bust a Move, fantastic fucking game. Absolutely fantastic. The rest of it, that's all right. I'd say low C for that one.
All right. Low C.
Low C,
Low
I'm home.
C, I'm home. Oh wow, we both made the same stupid fucking joke.
Hell yeah.
All right. The N-Gage, the classic.
Hell yeah! What launched with the N-Gage? Probably most of its lineup of games. just
Yeah,
purely.
pretty much actually.
Yeah. All right, let me hear it. Dino Splinter Cell for the N-Gage.
U.S. launch October 7, 2003. Pandemonium, Puyo Pop, Puzzle Bobble versus Sonic N. What does the N stand for? I don't want to know.
I don't know. We're not gonna talk about that.
The gamer word.
The Sonic, the N-Gage, it's a port of Sonic Advance. Super Pokeball, Tomb Raider Scion, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Oh, Red Faction wasn't a launch game?
Nope. So I played all these through emulator, aside from Puzzle Bobble, which I played on an in-store display. Pandemonium actually isn't a bad little port.
I heard that's like the best game you can get on there. But that and what was it? It was some like
Splinter
racing,
Cell.
like some top-down racing game. That's what I saw. There's like some top-down racing game I heard was pretty good. But
Yeah, and honestly, the Elder Scrolls game is pretty good on that too.
Is it?
But yeah.
I'm sure most of those games aren't actually terrible. It's just the console itself that was
Yeah.
the worst thing ever.
But Pandemonium was a good little port. Puzzle Bobble, it's hard to go wrong with fucking Puzzle Bobble. Bye.
Yeah.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love
Don't
you, bye.
die.
Unless you want to, then I guess.
Don't do it.
I wouldn't blame him.
Bobble, fine. It was okay. Otherwise, yeah, I'd have to go with a C on this. Very low C again.
Lucy, I'm home.
Exactly. It wasn't a great lineup, but it wasn't bad. It's a mean handheld in a lot of ways, but one that honestly it had its gems. I liked it. One of these days I'll have one.
Yeah. The other one, never mind. Let's go Code Judgment Day. No, I was. Oh, is that? Wait, what?
I always get the N-Gage confused with the Gizmondo.
No, Gizmondo I heard was better. So
Really? Nuh-uh.
No.
I heard, and I've never heard anything bad about Gizmondo. Or
Those die really quickly. There was a front for the Swedish Mafia, and
so
the games actually really were not good.
That's not. Those first two facts are fine. You know, dies quickly. Cool. I'm gonna play shitty games.
They were literally made with
and then the second one sounds awesome.
The console literally was made with such terribly cheap glue. It would just fucking fry itself.
Hell yeah, man! You play in a bad game and it just fucking explodes in your hand. Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Can't
So
say that about Xbox.
I guess we'll just go on to the CDI while we're waiting on Adrian here.
Adrian went to go get another dish.
Hell
Now,
yeah.
I don't believe any of us have actually played a single CDI game, right?
I remember playing Hotel Mario back in the day.
Okay, well, Hotel Mario is not a launch game.
It is not. So that's one thing I was gonna say is this is the only one I can't really launch the rate the launch lineup.
I think I played an emulator of the Zelda games, but that's about it.
Those are not launch titles either, bro.
Oh, are they not?
Yeah,
What the fuck is the launch? All right, tell us what the launch titles are.
Listen to this Kino launch lineup. The Philips
Listen.
International launch, so everywhere across the world, globalized release. December 3rd, 1991.
Plumbers don't wear ties.
Battleship, Beauty and the Beast, Caesar's World of Boxing,
Okay, Stone Seeds.
Connect 4, Dark Castle,
Oh
yikes, Defender of the Crown, Pack Panic, and Sargon Chess.
no! Oh, we jumped really quick. You were on C's for a little, B's and C's for a little while. I was like, man, there's gonna be a lot of fucking games on this system. And you're like Pac-Man or whatever, and then went straight to S. I was like, oh, all right.
All right, Adrian, put N-Gage at the lowest C.
Well, first put that in your mouth slowly, sensually.
Yeah, we'll engage in your mouth, and then we can't rate the CDI
Put
as
the
the
yeah, there you go. That's hot, man.
Listen,
I'm a half mass at least.
listen, here the CDI has one thing above the Jaguar, which is that it has a Pac-Man game. Pac Panic is a port of everyone's favorite Pac-Man game, Pac Attack.
Oh, really? Is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, which I believe is just like a Tetris ripoff.
Oh God! All right, just put it
can't
in
rate
F.
CDI.
Yeah, just put it F. But honestly, I'm not joking. Above Jaguar.
Okay.
Jaguar
Yeah,
has Cyberport. All right, fuck me, Saturn.
Sega Saturn, hell yeah!
Hey, listen, this is the only video game console that was released the same day it was announced. Like price point.
It's true. They just fucking were like, oh, by the way, new console out. Bye.
I think you're muted, Adrian. But
Shadow drop.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Shadow dropping a console. Fucking
What a
big
drop.
ball, Sega.
Wow.
But no, still one of
That's
the
almost
best
what everyone did
consoles.
this time. Like, hey, these consoles are coming someday.
Dude,
Someday.
this has like 75% of Saturn's worthwhile games.
That is fucking
so
not
about
true
4
at
games?
all. Goddamn, Saturn had a phenomenal fucking library. I will
kiss my
fight
ass.
you, nerd.
Kiss my ass.
So now, Saturn was a fantastic fucking console.
Sega Saturn U.S. launch May 11th, 1995. Immediately after the E3 1995 press conference. Clockwork Knight.
Hey, I have that game.
That's kind of a cool game.
I have like 3 Saturn games. So that's one of them.
It's actually kind of cool, like looking.
Actually, no, I have Clockwork Knight too.
Daytona USA, which is
Daytona.
It's a fine arcade racer.
it's the game, like the actual game, is great. The Sega Saturn. Yeah.
The Saturn version is pretty spot on to the arcade version.
No, it's not.
I'm really upset. And Zero Dark 30 didn't say that.
Osama.
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 Panzer Dragoon. Pebble Beach Golf Links. It's a fun name.
That's a fun.
I got that
title,
on
though.
3DO. I haven't played the Saturn version.
That sounds like a game that's more fun to say the title.
Kyle, keep going.
Yeah.
Almost done.
Virtua Fighter and Worldwide Soccer Sega International Victory Goal Edition.
I have that Virtua Fighter.
Fucking great console. Not the strongest of launch lineups aside from Panzer Dragoon and Virtua Fighter and Clockwork though. Okay, I say that, but half the lineup was fucking goddamn.
I'd say 4
tier.
worthwhile. I'd say 4 worthwhile games.
Yeah.
The other
I'd put this at fuck it. I put this at A tier. He's low A.
Oh no.
Panzer Dragoon easily fucking carries that into A tier.
It's not that good. I mean, damn. I give it a high C.
Low A.
I give it a high C.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed. Imagine shilling for Saturn.
Hell yeah.
Master System.
Saturn and the fucking Dreamcast. Best Sega console.
What happened to those consoles, David?
Yeah.
I mean, the Saturn was insanely
Everything you
popular in
love
Japan.
dies.
For a reason.
All right.
All right. Now, speaking of shitty launches.
Oh my God. Master System U.S. launch June 1986. Hang On and Safari Hunt.
Both
of
those
those.
games, absolute fucking garbage.
I have both of
absolute
those.
fucking F tier.
You know what's funny? I found those 2 games at a yard sale, and they were both rubber banded together. And I was like, "That's weird." And then I looked up that they both came out the same day, and I guess that's because it was a launch title. And
I think I actually got the duo cart version of them.
I got them separated.
Everything.
Why is everyone's ass hanging out?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
pick up your pants. Your ass is hanging out.
Both
really
you guys
tough.
need some fucking belts.
Yeah, or some fucking common decency to
Yeah,
not show
that.
it your asshole.
Fucking like dogs over here.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
They're like that dog in
There
a part-time
you go.
UFO.
Full launch lineup right here.
Wow. Yikes. Hang On's a good game.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Arcade,
Hang on.
yeah.
Hang on. Hang on.
No.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
All right, virtual.
Let's wrap this up.
boy
Hurry up.
Oh,
With the best one yet.
Shut up. We're giving you content.
Suck my.
all right.
We have 3
Virtual-
hours of it.
Virtual
Hell yeah.
Boy.
We're giving you
Boy.
quality content. We are the kings of content.
Yeah, kings of.
That's a thick ass boy.
I was gonna say something bad.
All right, go.
Virtual boy.
Go,
U.S.
hurry
launch August 14th, 1995. Galactic Pinball, Mario's Tennis, Red Alarm, Teleraboxer. Low
All right.
D.
You know, I'm
I
gonna say
heard Teller Box is fun.
Teller Boxer's fun. Mario Tennis wasn't bad. Galactic Pinball is great.
I heard the
Red Alarm-
games are good mostly, but the console itself is fucking dog do.
I'd say mid-C, easily.
There you go.
I'll say
All right,
D.
so let's see. All right, we're done. Bye.
All
Wait,
right.
no. What about the Gamecom?
All right, thank you for
There's a
listening to
lot of
Ranksters.
Are you high?
That was your launch lineup.
Oh, speaking of Gamecom,
This is the way to end it, bros. Let's see what this is. My
No, we're
ass
not. We
is
still gotta exit out. If you like this, give us a like. Shout us out.
I've
Share with some friends.
balls of steel. I'm funny.
Hope you guys have fun with your new Xboxes and PlayStations next month or next week. Not next month.
Yeah, next
This-
month.
This,
Fuck you if you got one.
Yeah, Gore almost didn't have either of them.
I might still not. You never know.
Actually, Amazon is still not showing me any update on that.
Well, of course not. The fuck?
If
And
you got a
they've shown me for
PS5
Xbox for like the last week and a half already.
by next week, if you're rocking out playing Godfall, and I'm not, fuck you. Fuck you, you dirt bags.
No,
Fuck
seriously.
all of you. Suck my balls. Suck
An ass.
an asshole.
I mean, I'll probably have a new console this month, but it won't be either of those two.
get it. Oh, look at this.
Analog mini
What?
car.
Oh, look at the
my-
obscure
Stop.
Tele2.
Where's the Zebu?
The blee blue blah blue.